What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Hub, or Mark, whatever you want to call me. We're going to be playing some World of Warcraft stress test still tonight. I kind of want to do another druid. Just kind of get a solo speedrun ordeal, see how it goes. So I'm going to do that. You still need it?
Once a nomadic.
Alright.
How may I aid you? Go in peace.
Oh, I wish I had a stopwatch going. Oh, here it is. Hang on. I just started it. We'll... Oh, no, that's not what I needed. That's what I needed. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say I'm about 5 seconds into the start of this one. Alright. So now we're doing speed run, right, boys?
Well met. With
Alright, that's fine. You can head out if you need to. Like I said, I appreciate your help. And I appreciate you helping me set up title. You didn't mess anything up. You ain't gotta keep stressing about it. We're good. And some new pants. Screw the old pants.
my mana I need more mana.
Come with me. If you want to die. What? Oh, okay. If you want to just scrape the plates out, that'd be fine. You don't have to. That can be tossed. That's like a brown sugar and butter thing that was supposed to go into the yam, but I just like yams on their own. Like I said, you don't have to though. It ain't no biggie. Yeah.
I'm kind of like my dad. I get a little bit anal when I see a mess.
Good thing you have your pants on.
You're never gonna let that go.
Oh, I'll let it go eventually.
And this,
Yeah, you can toss that. Actually, leave that one for right now. I might chew on that a little.
okay.
It was a kind of small cut of meat, and I haven't been eating as much, so meat, yummy.
Well, when you're in pain and you can't sleep, I can relate.
Yeah.
I wish they could do something for you.
Oh, you and me both. If the insurance company would quit being a real righteous,
Pain in the butt.
yep, we'll say that, pain in the butt,
Well,
then it would be,
because I don't want you to get too much.
Yeah.
Ties.
yeah. That's the problem. I've actually been doing really good about not swearing so much lately, mind you.
Where do you want me
Well
to
met.
set me?
Next to the kitchen's fine.
I'm out of range. I need more mana. My mana
Anything else I need to grab or?
No, you're set, man. I appreciate everything you've done tonight.
Well, I try to go.
Who's this EverQuest? Shut up, Senna. Why aren't you here? As a matter of freaking fact, bro. Senna, why aren't you joining us?
What, citizen chat?
Yeah, Senna's in chat.
I
You could
sent-
join in Discord. You could join in World of Warcraft. Where you at, fam? You and me, we'll go right now. You and I'll play together. Come on, we got 24 hours. Well, we got like, I don't know, 10 hours left of
Oh, he
of...
says I'm at work, bro.
Don't give me that, brother. Listen here, brethren.
Alright, well.
You and I are going to have some words. Oh,
let's get
alright.
that
See you later, brother.
stick again.
Close enough. Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Be careful.
You take it easy, man.
You too, brother.
I really hope you can get a good night's sleep one of these days.
Me too. 3 and 4.
What brings you here? We shall meet again.
Dos Vidania. Listen here, Teddy Roosevelt. Oh my god. Listen here, you vertically large son of a horizontally tall person. Listen here, you soggy park bench. I've had about enough, alright? You and I are gonna have some words of the talking variety. And you don't want to get on that level. Because you can't handle that level. You understand me? Bretherowski? Huh? What? Nothing. That's right. Quietude out of you. That is some mighty somber silence you have there. Teddy Roosevelt. Tell you what. Boy, I tell you what. Listen here, you overgrown cantaloupe in a mailbox. Listen here, you unopened soldier's letter from Vietnam. That was written in pink. I don't want these words from you. I'm trying to spare you some heartache. You're welcome, Broseph Varilla. Alright then. I'm glad we've been able to have this talk. I'm glad we're seeing it my way. But seriously, why aren't you here? Listen here, you cat turds in a Lincoln log box from 2005. Hey, back then, YouTube would have been great, okay? That's the problem with the world these days. But no. Absolutely not. Listen here, you Tauren rogue, which isn't even really a thing, so you don't exist. You non-compliant soggy leaf in a cornflake bowl. This is really hard to come up with on the fly. You know, if I'm typing it up, I can sit there and think about it. So I'm just saying, I'm already at a disadvantage, and that's some BS, alright? When Classics actually come... it comes out on August 26th. At, like, evening time. So schedule all your days off for then, because I expect you to play it with us. I'll be there probably. Oh, listen to you. Who plays Tauren Omega? Me. Okay. Alright. 4-stop. Me for 1, 2, and 3, okay. You have a problem? Tauren is the master race? Thank you. Wait, 26, yes. August 26th. That's my first weekend day? First day weekend? Wait, what do you mean?
Closer. I need more
Monday, Tuesday are my days off. Oh. I'll definitely be there. Good. I'm counting on you being there. And if you're active, Mr. Super Duper Crazy enough, you can roll with us. We're gonna have like a 2-man team going nuts and stupid on it at the same time, stupid and nuts. So you can ligma stupid nuts. You like that, huh? That was good. That was good. Interface options, action bars, ding 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 ding. No, not vertically. And where's the always show? Oh, it's already on. I'm a Yeet of the Troll Warrior Undead Rogue. Either one works. If you go Rogue, then we could do the stealth comp. Ooh, Ragged Vest, yes please. I can be relatively active but not super active. That's fine. I'm going to be like dumb active at first, like I said. But I'm still going to come back and do things with the guild. I mean, obviously. Still going to come back and maybe have other characters. I mean, I'm looking forward to some WoW. Archbishop Sin of the what? Sin of the 18th, the 4th? Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. From the sweaty tyrant himself. Archibald Cinemaster Isafrent. Like,
What?
never mind, I messed up the end. Just, we'll say Archibald Synatastic. Syntastic. That should be your name. Syntastic.
Farewell.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
She's been expecting me. So I'm available. Totally not weird.
I'm out of range.
need like 2 more kills real fast, so I can go train Moonfire before I even leave this area.
It's too far away. I need more mana.
Targanu?
I've been expecting you.
I have just the thing for you. Be careful.
I'm out of range.
Lol, I stole that kill.
So what are you guys trying to do with the speed run, or what is it you're trying to do?
Well, I'm just doing a solo speed run right now, just to kind of test my speed, to, you know, get some levels here. But it was going to be me and Don, and he was going to start as an undead rogue, and I was going to start as a druid, and then we were going to meet up in the middle somewhere. But I guess, you know, he called that off because he had to go or something. Hopefully it's not an emergency. You're horizontally angry. How does that even work? Senna? Asking for a friend, of course. Who's horizontally tall. And a little Amish in the face origin. But mostly just horizontally tall. And it's still not too late. Classic doesn't officially launch till the 26th. But every time we've been planning on doing something, you're basically not there. Except for once. In which case I would have had to restart, and I didn't want to do that, because that's gay. The big no. The big alpha maybe. It's like vertically angry, only horizontal. I don't understand.
I can't cast that.
He snuck behind me. Well, tell me a date and I'll be there. Tomorrow at high noon. Not really, I'm probably gonna be really tired tomorrow. Sunday at high noon. High noon might be a little early for me. Sunday at 4:53 Central or Eastern. What's today? I need to know when Sunday is.
Today's Friday.
Tuesday at high 13. Wednesday at low noon. How about anytime Monday or Tuesday? Fine. Tuesday at low noon. Can only do middle noon? That's not gonna work for me, fam. You said name any time. I named you a time. Low noon. When the clock strikes 25, then you'll know it's time.
It's too far away.
I'm gonna golf swing you into Josiah's basement, you soggy moss-covered taco, bell lunch bag, the backyard shed. I'd prefer anywhere but his basement. It's a little dank in there, dank full of anime memes, that some of which scare me and give me the nightmare fuel that gives me the fire in my pants. Not the good fire either. I'm talking about the kind that makes me poop liquids. You know the kind I'm talking about. How do we get onto these random ass conversations? I'm gonna tennis racket you into next Thursday at low 11 o'clock. Why can't I loot this? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna table tennis you into Josiah's footwear while he watches anime. Like that whole milk conversation, Cocoa Pebbles Supreme. I don't want some daggum Cocoa Pebbles, but I'll tell you what I'll eat, actually. I can't afford Cocoa Pebbles. I afford Dino Bites! The ghetto Cocoa Pebble. And you know it's true because I got it right here. And you gotta say it that way too. It's Dino Bites! Otherwise you're just doing it wrong and you're doing both you and the cereal a disservice. Oh, I just lost every viewer all at the exact same time when I did that. They all just suddenly left, according to my stat tracker. I don't even care. That was great. disgusting? No, those are delicious. Your face is disgusting. Sir and or madam. I won't accept this heathen talk from you. What up, Urshada? I hope I said your name right. Welcome, joining us on the purple side of things.
I need more mana.
All the people who left stop shop at Sky Mall. What is Sky Mall? Is it Urshada? Urshada? Urshada.
You don't know what Sky Mall is?
No, what is that?
When's the last time you flew?
Dude, I hadn't flown in a long time, bro. Not since I was like 9 years old. 10 years old. No,
It's like
I take that back. I flew at 18.
It's like the catalog that they have in the back of every seat,
Oh.
where you can buy random stuff from.
Sky Mall is the ultimate elderly white people site? What? Excuse you?
It's
Are
like
you
all the stuff
assuming
you
my
see on
age,
infomercials
gender,
and more.
and internet status, sir? This is 2019, the year of assumptions, but that doesn't make it okay. Urshada. Oh, okay. That's totally what I said, obviously. Jeez, come on, get with the program. Oops, I can't hold anything. Don't need this. Don't need that. There. Get you a microwave on a plane? That sounds great. But only if I can eat the tostadas while I fly. Otherwise, no deal. No deal at all. And some of them honey glazed peanuts? Isn't that right, Senna? You can't just honey glazed peanuts. That's what flying's all about, fam. Without those, I'm not going anywhere. I might as well just sit my ass right here at home like I do anyway. You would probably recognize me better as Dragon Master's girlfriend. Oh! What up, Sarah? How you doing? Yeah! You're the one that... Never mind. I remember I'm sitting here having a flashback of our last conversation, and it was interesting. And great, but interesting. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Your allergies still bugging you, or are you surviving? You making it through the night and possibly the day? Interesting is a good word for it. So you remember? Do you remember? Why am I singing? You're welcome. Surviving, good. These are proper terminologies. So what you up to? You gonna come? You and James gonna come play freaking Classic with us? There's only one correct answer here, Sarah. If I don't hear the correct answer, then you're fired. I'm gonna fire you from Taco Bell. And I'm not referring to your job status. Careful, Mark, I'm gonna have to tell Caleb about this. Answer is I is broke. I don't want to hear that. You guys play, what is that other game? The one that's not World of Warcraft. You guys could be playing the one that is World of Warcraft. Hang on. Gotta get the face again. That's right. That's right. Hang on. For more emphasis and effect. Alright then. Alright then! Let's go. You wanna fight about it?
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I can't carry anymore. I don't need that. The only game I play regularly is Dota. It's free. Yes, well this game is free of boringness and other platitudes. That's right, I used an intelligent word there.
Inventory is full. I can't use them.
What? Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Dadgummit. That word was only so hard to pronounce because it cuts like... Hang on, let me show you what I'm talking about. Oops, grabbed the wrong window. That doesn't help. Try to read... Oh, that probably doesn't even show. Hang on, I gotta do display capture for this. There. That word comes off looking like this. And that looks awkward, as a matter of fact. Alright? It looks like you just went. And that's it. Now let me fix my windows and take off display capture. Maybe. Okay. There we go. We're back. Word horizontally big? Yes. And vertically not so tall. That does look awkward. That's what I'm saying. Let me put it this way, Sarah. If you guys don't come join us, you're gonna make me the big sad, okay? The big sad. Not even the small sad, the big sad. Which is a little worse than the small sad. Let's be serious here. Who am I kidding? It's a lot worse than the small sad. Now, if I was sure I would still be able to eat the rest of the month, I would totally be there. It doesn't start till the 26th. You can go for a week without food, maybe. Probably. Just drink lots of water. And also that stuff that accumulates at the bottom of your foot. Food is kind of important. Not so much for me. Like, it's important on a sentimental value. But on a I need it to survive value, probably not for a week or so. What I'm hearing out of you right now, Sarah, is excuses. What I want to hear out of you right now, Sarah, is not excuses. Okay? Alright then. I'm glad we had this talk.
I need to get closer.
Sentimental value. Shut up, Senna. Senna, as in his name, mental value.
Inventory
Nope, you're fired. Out of a cannon. Into a Taco Bell grease fryer. With Crunchwrap sauce. The cheesy stuff. So it's like lava, and you're probably dead now.
Hail. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
How may I aid you? May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Now I'm exotic. Ooh, tasty. Fiery fun cannon?
I've been expecting.
Yes. Wait, that sounds like you're talking about something sexual.
We can carry.
Fiery fun cannon, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, you don't? Oh.
How may I aid
Senna,
you?
I swear, if you don't stop with this nonsense, I'm gonna go for the big insults. And you're gonna feel bad. And then I'm gonna feel bad for making you feel bad. And then everybody's gonna feel bad because you feel bad. And it's a saddening experience.
Goodbye.
Greetings. We shall meet again. Be careful.
Not intended that way, but whatever. I don't know.
Looking for something
Due to an
special?
ironic and weird conversation, I kind of know what you're into. So, I think I know how you intended it, okay? I does not want the sad. Please do not make him make us all sad. Yep. Yes, Senna better watch out. He got all quiet after I threatened him with a bad time. Going to make a DiGiorno. Oh my god. That does sound saddening.
Well met.
I'm still recharging. I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. I'm still recharging.
And this is where I take the shortcut back to the village, boys. Blech. Shortcut. He's being followed by another hordes. Yes. You know what's saddening? Going to make DiGiorno and you only got hamburger helper. A little saddening.
Greetings.
Hamburger helper's not terrible though.
May the
But you gotta have hamburger for that. You are now unofficial Hordes leader. Unofficial, nothing, fam. It's been official for some time now. Make this in your home.
How? May the eternal sun shine upon thee. Walk with the earth, mother. May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Right, a vision. What's up, Pat? Welcome back.
How's the computer doing?
I'm good. Everything's solid. Don't even ask how I'm doing. Let's see.
What brings you here?
It's fine. I don't even care.
What brings you here? Walk with the Earth Mother.
You need all the Hordes to follow. So does that mean that you're going to come join us, Sarah? Well, still going strong, man. What's up, Michael? Yes. We did take a short break so we could install a program on the computer and whatnot for music listening from my fun time and my super duper sexy times later. But other than that, we've been going strong all the time. Are you going to pay for it? For mine, yes. Maybe, hopefully. I don't even know that I can afford it yet, but I know I'm going to make it work. That's the difference. I don't know that I can pay for it, but...
Speak for a moment. I had to help Dad with something.
No worries.
But everything's working okay. There's no issues with the computer.
Nothing. Seems fine.
Okay. Well, I figured I'd just check in to see how things were going, because it's that whenever computer problems seem to crop up for someone, it's usually after I've been gone for a little while.
Yeah, I hear you.
So anyway, I'm going to be heading off to bed here,
It's too
and I'll catch you later.
Wait,
Dan,
I got one real
no.
quick question. What?
what's...
No, you first. Go ahead.
Oh, well, Dad wants to know, when are y'all going to do taco night?
I don't know. We still gotta get the stuff for it. And Yadi's schedule's been super busy. And if she's doing tacos, she wants to do it legit, like homemade from scratch and everything. So
Yeah.
we're still trying to come up with a time that she can do it, because she's been absolutely crazy prepping for school and for school, because she's gonna be starting work next week and starting college in 2 weeks. So
Oh, boy.
yep. So she's been
So-
absolutely terribly busy with all that.
I don't know if Dad's hearing that. Dad, are you hearing this? Maybe you should tell him what's going on, because he was thinking taco night was happening soon. Could you turn the-
Hopefully, but
Because Mark is gonna come. Turn the fan on. No, I want Mark him to tell you what's going on with Yachty.
5 minutes.
Okay. I mean, don't be so.
Mark, Mark, you got 5 minutes. Go.
alright,
Don't
it
be
won't even take
doing
that long. Yadi's been, next week she's starting school. Her schedule's been super, super busy, and she's starting school. So she starts her job as a teacher's aide next week, and in 2 weeks she starts full-time college. And so
Tell her
she's,
congratulations for me. That's
we'll do,
wonderful.
we'll do. But she's been super, super busy getting all that set up, and obviously her schedule's gonna be really, really busy. And when she does taco night, she wants to do it legit, like, you know, everything from scratch, like real taco night would be. So it's been really tough setting it all up, is all.
Sure. Has she decided what kind of teaching position that she would like to have?
Kindergarten. She wants to be in young education. I forgot what it's called. There's a more official name. Same thing Aunt Jonna does.
Okay. That's what I figured. She kind of wants to do what following Jonna's footsteps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those are awfully hard footsteps to follow, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
confident Yadi could do it if anybody could do it.
I tell you, I bless her and wish her the best of luck.
Thank
And
you.
I know Yachty can do it. Yachty's a smart lady.
Oh, yeah.
And so are you. You can help her out
I'm a
too.
smart lady.
No,
No,
you.
no.
I'm kidding.
You're a smart guy. You can be her
Trying
coach.
to be funny.
You can be her coach and help her along.
Yeah. We've been supporting each other out a bunch.
My 5 minutes are about up.
Alrighty.
I'm with you.
Alright, see ya.
Alright. Yeah, I figured he'd better hear it from the horse's mouth, you know.
Oh, you calling me fat?
Horse's mouth, no, that.
Horses are big. You calling me fat?
Well,
Well, let's think about this logically for a minute. Yes.
what? Now,
You got some pants
I
on?
mean, I figured the horse's mouth. Everybody knows what that means is hearing from the horse's mouth. I mean, come on, man.
You calling me fat?
Yes.
I think he's calling me fat, folks. You heard it. You heard it here first. I'm kidding.
Oh, come on, Mark. Anyway, I'll go ahead and let you go. I'm about ready to go to bed.
Alrighty, brother. I'm not too far out of it either. Like, we were supposed to do it on the speed run, but Don ended up having to go, so.
You know, I'm sorry about having that. I was making sure your computer was stable.
No, it's
after I
fine.
did
If
all
he
of
would have
that.
had to go, it wouldn't have been anything you did that changed it. If he had to go, he had to go.
Okay. All right.
Means work
I just
probably
wanted
got in the
to-
way or something.
I can't just.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be responsible for him bailing because.
Nah.
All right. So anyway, I'll talk at you later. I might pop over. I don't know, sometime. I don't know what's the deal. I mean, is there not a good time to pop over or what?
Not especially. Like, there's no real bad times. Just, you gotta be able to tolerate messy house, and my wife is real picky about that. Tell Yachty I said reverse condolences. Oh my god, that's so dumb, Senna. So dumb, but I like it.
I've been expecting you.
Oh, it's because she's gonna be under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
No, I just hope that it doesn't. I'll be praying for you guys. I just hope it doesn't put too much stress on everything and how things fall apart, you know.
I don't think that'll be the case, but I do appreciate the prayers. Definitely send them up.
Yeah, I
Doesn't hurt
definitely
my
will.
feelings none, that's for sure.
Well, I just didn't want to hear, say anything. But anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hang up now. Yeah, and I'll talk at you probably tomorrow or the next day. Depends
Sounds
on
good. Be saving your money for Classic.
I'll try.
Ain't but 15 bucks, and you got like 3 weeks before you even gotta stress it. I'm counting on you to be there.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
You're gonna be one of the co-leaders of the guild.
Okay. I'll try.
I'm counting on you. I don't want to hear this. I'm trying. Are you coming up with excuses? Are you being Sarah right now? Is this a Sarah?
You know what? I don't want to sit there and say and promise I'll be there because I don't know what's gonna happen in 3 weeks.
Funny, because that's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Greetings.
What?
Promise you'll be there.
If I make a promise and I can't keep it, then what's the point?
The point is, you'll hurt my feelings with Big Sad. Can I be Admiral?
Yeah.
Admiral Underpants? Or what was it? Admiral Ass Munch? Ass Bag?
I just don't want to be the one to disappoint. That's all.
Then don't.
I've been
Ooh. What now? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Giving big thoughts.
Goodiggity the mage will be there in 3 weeks.
Alright. Heck yeah. 3 weeks on the 26th
Okay.
of August.
All right.
I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
no, I just-
October. I'm talking about August.
Yeah, I know. And all I need is just the base game, or do I need all of the expansions
No,
up to the?
you don't even need to
whatever
buy
it
the
is?
base game. You just need to pay 15 bucks on your World of Warcraft account. You don't even have to pay the original 50 bucks.
Really? That's nice to know.
Yep.
So all I gotta do is
You
do
just have
that.
to activate a subscription. That's it, and you get all of it. Classic and
Yeah,
retail.
I mean,
They even give you retail for it now, up to the expansion before the last one. So you don't even have to buy all the expansions for that. They just
Really?
give. Yep. They give you that's. I mean, if you were to calculate out all the value, it's probably like 360 or some odd dollars or some stupidness. But they couldn't continue charging $60 every time. Well, I mean, they could, but it would have been a dumb idea because no one would want the initial investment to. Oh, I want to go try to start World of Warcraft. It'll be $500. You said? Yeah, no, I don't want to start World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I'll move on to another MMO that won't cost as much. I know.
Exactly. So yeah, no, they started doing that after so many expansion packs or whatever. They go straight to, you know, you get for $15 a month, you get everything but the latest in the retail, and when Classic, it's just you put your $15 and you got it, along with retail because it's a duo deal. $15 a month gets you retail up to the second most recent expansion, and gives you all of Classic. Welcome back, Sarah. No, you, Senna. That's it. That's it, Senna. I told you if you got out of line again, I'm gonna give you the big feeling hurt. And you are, sir, you are a bent, freckle-covered penile implant.
You're trying to say everything that you can say without being demonetized.
Listen here, you moss-covered, soggy bench. That's you, Pat.
That's me?
Yes, you moss-covered, soggy bench. Don't you be rationalizing what I'm doing.
I know exactly what you're doing because you don't want to say the real curses because there you get instantly demonetized.
I'm trying so hard to be good.
But I know for a fact that YouTube's been cracking down on people just even saying the D word is enough to demonetize.
Dentures? Oh crap! There it goes.
Dentures. Well,
That
it's
was weak.
another word for condemning
Weak.
something.
How you figure that was weak, Senna? Remember, I got to think of it off the top of my head. I want to hear you do this in person.
So anyway,
Come
I'm
into
gonna
Discord with me, Senna, if you think you got this. You get time to sit here and type it up and think about it and be silly with it? No! In real time, fam. I want to hear it. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you got to think off the top of your head if you're gonna roast somebody without actually saying bad words.
Mm-hmm. I thought freckle-covered bent penile implant was pretty good.
Ooh, you said it.
Yep, there goes
the
all
money.
of the money.
There
all
went-
of the
there
money.
went the
'Cause
money.
Lord knows this
All-
was
all the
definitely
money.
worth it. Some kind of money. There went it all. We're gone. Now I need
Yeah,
donations.
it's out to-
Now I need donations, fam. Well, lights are gonna get cut off now. It's too late. It's too late for me. Tell my wife and son that they
Is this
owe
thing-
they owe me the light bill.
It's just
Ugh.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm hanging up. Call you. Easy.
All right, you too.
All right. Bye bye.
Should I get popcorn? Yes. What up, Mr. Michael?
Hey man, you
What's up?
said the P word.
Oh no, no sir. It was just it was your imagination.
Oh yeah.
Yep. If you quit thinking about so many penile implants in your imagination, that would be great. Thanks. We're trying to keep this PG-12, okay? That's a step before PG-13, just so you know.
What's the PG-13?
It's a step after PG-12. It was YouTube's new bleep system. It just throws in a random word when it censors. Listen here, you. So all of a sudden, Donald Duck comes on the horn. That's right. Don't you forget it. That reminds me of that joke earlier. Freaking Mickey and Minnie separate. Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and then they go. You know, Mickey goes to the therapist. Therapist's response. So you left her because she was extremely silly? No, you dumb quack! I left her because she's screwing goofy.
I can't use
Sounds better with the swear, but it is what it is.
No, you.
Oh, is that the best you got?
Yeah.
Listen here, you twice baked boiled peanut. You're done.
What?
I know. I went all twice baked on your ass. Butt. Your butt ass.
Demonetized.
Listen here, you demonetized cornflake.
Listen here, you failing Robloxian high school art teacher.
No, that you don't even get credit for that. I've heard it before.
What? Who calls
Yeah,
you?
you think that's the first time someone's called me that? No,
Yikes.
I'm used to it.
Yikes.
That's the big yike.
The horizontal.
Aren't you at work? Oh Lord, I might die. Oh, 8 health points. I was doing a big frighten there.
You got a nice serving of bone-hurting juice.
Bone hurting juice? Butt
Yeah.
hurting juice would have been a little more accurate, because my butt hurts.
So do your bones.
Alright, let's hear it, Sarah. What's the worst insult? You gotta come in Discord and give it to us. Right at Senna. He deserves it the most. That's why.
She's gonna come in here and be like, Senna, you're Mark, and Dan, you're...
You're a nice guy. Oh,
That's weak.
people have called my penis worse things. Oh, did it again.
Oh, God.
Don't worry about what people.
Extra servings of non-existent.
There's some extra servings at least.
Yeah, you're right.
I got your
Better than
servings
what
right
skunk
here.
can do.
Listen here, Skunk 2.0.
Oh, I'm dead.
You gone, man. It's over.
That's it. War's done.
You might as well wrap yourself up in a burrito and just fall in a ditch. You're done. I'm sorry. I was a little out of line there. I meant a tortilla. Because you're not a burrito until after you've wrapped up in a tortilla.
It's a tortilla, mommy tortilla.
Banned.
Oh.
Listen here, Mario's ex-cousin wife twice removed.
Is Mario's last name Mario?
Yes, honey? Oh, what? Punch me in the growing? Why?
That's hot.
Listen here, you twice-baked bean burrito.
Why is twice baked the first thing always?
It's only been twice, and it sounded really good the last time. Okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
now it's like 47 times baked.
it's quadruple baked. Tortilla. He's a tortilla. Don't punch me in the groin. In fact, I dare you to come over here looking like that.
Excuse me, it's
For those out
Halloween.
there in the audience, she happens to be naked right now. Inventory
The
full.
dead silence that follows.
I got your dead silence.
That's hot.
I can't carry anymore.
So did Caleb start insulting you with dumb shit, and then that's what the start?
I don't know. 5,327 times baked soggy egg. At that point, you're just dealing charcoal. Listen here, you under-pressurized diamond. What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
That's right. And you best remember it. Whatever it was. Because I'm not gonna. We all know my memory. It's way too dank.
Inventory is full.
Dadgummit, quit inventory fullying me.
Ba-dum-bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Copyright.
Yep. It's over now. We're blaming this one on Mikhail. I'm gonna go, like, copyright strike his 2-minute long videos where he's
Yeah,
doing Portal.
I didn't even begin to stream yet.
Or-
I'm already banned.
Exactly. You're banned from streaming and from
Making silly war group videos.
eating cereal.
It's a reverse cereal.
You're not allowed to eat what? What's reverse
Reverse
cereal?
You know the milk conversation
No, I don't remember this. What?
where they were like, would you accept 50 grand if a homeless dude poured milk in your butt?
Hell yeah, I would.
Oh,
50 grand's 50 grand, fam. And I'll
that's-
tell you
that's
what.
milk in your okay.
I'll tell you what.
What?
50 grand will buy a lot of soap and emotional support.
Trauma.
And some therapy.
That's some cursed cocoa pebbles.
No, excuse me, hang on. Do I have to pull it out again? I'm pulling it out again.
Sorry, Dynamo Flakes. Or
It's
whatever
Dino
that shit
Bites!
is. No.
You need some, what's it called again?
That shit
Exorcism
tastes like
after that.
Dino
Dandruff.
Bites. Dandruff.
Dandruff.
Chocolate dandruff, okay?
Yes.
That's delicious.
No.
This chocolate.
Chocolate doesn't make it better. You can't slap chocolate on like a turnip and make it good. Turnips,
Oh, yes, you can.
no, turnips are literally like Satan's balls, but one of them.
What? That means
What?
the man had some refreshing tasting.
That's-
What?
No,
Listen here, you horseradish.
you're giving me trauma.
Ow, 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 ow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
You
happens
guys
when
know
you eat
that we're in a
turnips.
spot of a banana, that little spot that if you get it, it's really bad.
What?
You know, at every banana, right? If you peel the banana off and you get like this little spot.
Wait, wait,
little
wait. Say that
thing.
again. If you do what?
You peel.
You mean the part of the banana where it looks like it shit itself?
Wait, I just want to hear him say peel the banana off again because something was oddly
Oh, yeah.
sexual about that.
Yeah,
When
say
you
it
peel the
again.
banana,
Oh yeah, again.
but anyway.
Why is this?
you
No,
know,
no,
you
no,
always
no.
take,
What do you
like,
mean?
No,
But
again.
anyway,
Excuse
no,
me
you're
again.
not done
Do
here.
Another time.
one more again.
Yeah, one more time.
No. I'm done.
Alright, that's a
Oh,
ban.
you're fired. You're fired from life.
Okay, bye.
Shoots him out of a cannon.
You have been promoted to not here.
You've been promoted to dead.
That's what I'm gonna say if I'm a CEO. You're promoted
Will
to
I get
customer.
my sight then?
Promoted to customer. You're promoted back to end user. That's really dumb, but I
That
like
would
it a
suck
lot.
so bad. You're promoted, really? To janitorial service? What?
No, to end user. Now you must buy our product and get out.
Yes. Welcome to Sky Mall. I still hate Sky Mall.
Oh god, that was too much.
Hello, sir. Can we interest you in peanuts or a microwave? What? We also have baby strollers and smart fridges and Gucci toilets.
Gucci toilets. That's, oh my god. My wife and I, because our toilet was tightened down too hard when the guy fixed our bathroom. So now there's this, like, growing crack in this
God.
porcelain, which made me feel really self-conscious at first until she pointed out that it was already there before I sat on it. Anyway,
That would suck. Mark, look what you did.
right? So anyway, we were looking at toilets, like, trying to find a real cheap one. And, you know, one of us is like, how about used? And we're both looking at each other and like, no, not used, not used. That's probably not a good idea. But then we go back to the world of reality where we're actually thinking with our heads. And we're like, all right, well, let's check, you know, like Sears and whatever else. And we're finding some for like $80 and $120, and most of them are around $200. And then we stumble upon, I kid you not, the throne. And it has to be said like that. It's $7,000.
Wow.
And it looks like a Japanese washing machine. It's a box, literally, and it opens up into a toilet. And it does more than that. It plays music. It heats.
Why?
It heats. It chills. It has
Does it
Wi-Fi.
talk to you like
It has
AI?
wait. It has Wi-Fi. It has a router. I kid you not. It was the dumbest.
Does
And
it
it
have a
was the.
gumball machine?
It does have something else inside of it, like a refrigerator. I think. I kid you.
That
I'm
shit
not
better
being
be like a
sarcastic.
jacuzzi and wash my ass for me while I
It
play
does
World
do
of
that too. It spritzes and cleans so nice, and you should read the reviews.
My ass has never felt better in years. Ask my husband.
We went and looked it
Oh,
up and read the reviews, and we were not disappointed. Not at
Comcast
all.
heavily fucks us. Our Gucci toilet's still there to play World of Warcraft. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 5 stars.
I better be able to clap my damn hands when that thing flushes.
It probably can.
Clap once.
It'll teach you how to
Once.
clap your cheeks. And it'll...
Oh god.
I'm sorry. I'm done. I can't. We're done. That's all. That's all the hubster there is for tonight.
It's all, folks.
I can't anymore.
That's just too excessive.
It was a $7,000 toilet. You know how many of my problems would be over with $7,000? I could not
Absolutely
spend...
none, because you would buy that toilet. Like, what?
That would be one problem over it. Because I do have a cracked toilet.
Yeah, you're right.
Discord link is not working. Yeah, it's this link. That's wait. No, ignore that. That's the wrong link. I can't. Oh, woohoo! Discord. That's the one you want. Oh.
Peace, friend. Ancestors watch over you. Well met.
Yep. That's this has been a good conversation. How long are we into this speed run? 1 hour and 9 minutes, and I am level 7 just now. What? What? Wait,
You must have
wait.
bought the toilet.
Yeah.
Turbo wash mode.
It's got a blender in the toilet.
Oh god.
It recycles and gives you back something.
Wait, this isn't chocolate milk.
Okay, I will mute myself
What
to.
you paid? It might as well.
blend
It must
It
be
better not
vegan.
go wrong. Vegan chocolate milk.
toilet.
Straight from the human body. Fresh.
Sorry, Sarah. Did we get you excited talking about this toilet? You didn't seem interested. You did not seem interested in joining at all until this toilet came up, and then you needed the
I
link.
was trying to, but the link wouldn't work.
It's okay.
I'm
Toilet
like
brings.
sitting here clicking on the same damn link 300 times. Why won't it work? And then it finally occurs to me, wait a second, why don't I just say something?
It's because that link doesn't work anymore.
Jim says hi.
Hey, James. Yeah, I don't want to oversimplify it or anything, but that link doesn't work.
Yeah, keep playing EDF with some of our other friends.
EDF. Is that the?
Earth Defense
Oh,
Force?
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Erectile dysfunction flamingos.
Yeah.
So why flamingo?
What are you, flamingus?
I was thinking
S&M.
frogs, maybe?
Erectile dysfunction frogs? No, that's
That
way
sounds
worse.
better
That's
somehow.
way worse.
See, hold on. There's some
All right, wait. I want to hear the logic behind this, Senna. Shut up.
This is the lore.
Lick the toad.
No, I don't want it to be getting an erection if I lick the toad anyway. I'd rather it be erectile, whatever,
Dysfunction.
not functioning, functionot,
Reverse function.
functioning.
Reverse function.
What does it do then? Suck it in? Just
Fuck.
Uh,
Frogs are now
yes.
the anti-Viagra.
How do I ban myself?
you asked nicely.
It's like the Princess and the Frog, but the adult version.
I know, right?
Nope, we're done. We've gone to places Disney was not meant to go.
I'll give you
I'm
something to
sorry,
kiss, little
Walt.
frog.
I'm sorry, Walt. No. What? No. He doesn't turn back into a prince with a kiss. He turns back into a prince with a ligma.
He turns into a Gucci toilet.
6
Spin cycle
7
mode.
Dude, hold up. We're gonna want to taste the crap out of that. If we're licking toads and they're turning into Gucci toilets, bring on the toads, dude. These things sell for 7,000 a piece.
I'll sell them
You
half.
could be rich as shit.
I'll sell them half off, fam. We're good.
I know, right?
Wait, half off it was $7,000?
No, that was the full
Oh.
price, I think.
No. If we get our hands on them, we sell them for half off.
That way we get
Why
lots
not,
of
yeah?
buyers. We get lots of
Hell,
buyers.
I'd sell them for $10 fucking so I can get Little Caesars again.
Why would you sell something for $10,000 when you get 4,500 and still get a ton of customers?
Yeah, true.
I mean, in the words
Alright,
of my-
we're done
my-
talking about
my
this
intro to
toilet. Let's
business
give-
teacher, charge what the market can bear.
Even if it's a Gucci toilet.
For right now, for me, that's not even $15. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay the World of Warcraft subscription and the light bill, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, see that's
I'm thinking
my
about
problem.
selling my body.
Selling your body?
Livers
Is that
really
what I
don't
just
go
heard?
for
Hey,
much.
hey, no, listen to me now. I get it. It's not the best body, but there's a lot of it, and if we go by pounds, then
Like I said, livers really aren't selling for much right now. I know, I looked the other day.
you know the thing about liver. The fun fact for you, you could actually you can sell half your liver, and it grows back in the original donator, and you could save a life.
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned that recently. That's actually like a thing. Now kidneys, on the other hand, I could go for some kidney right now.
That's cannibalism.
No, I meant to rip out of somebody and sell. What they do with it, I don't care. For 150 grand, they can eat it. They can Hannibal Lecter that nonsense right on up.
$150 grand.
Yeah, black market. That's what those things were allegedly worth. I mean, I wouldn't
Why
know.
are you
I've
looking
never
on the
sold
black
one.
market?
For kidneys.
So how much is the human soul going for?
The what?
I don't know. Mine's probably at half value at this point. Hanging out, hanging out,
$2.
hanging out with you
You know what?
guys.
You know what? I can tell you exactly how much the human soul is going for. How much is it to play World of Warcraft again?
Wow.
No, you're uninvited to my birthday party.
No, you. What are you gonna do now, huh?
I'm pretty sure at this point I'm uninvited to my birthday party, so...
Well, I know
Just
for a
host
fact.
an unbirthday party.
I know for a
Ooh,
fact.
hey, there's an idea.
I know for a fact you're uninvited from mine. Okay.
Okay. Gives me more time to play World of Warcraft. I can't talk today. World of Warcraft later.
While you're sitting on your $7,000 toilet with the Wi-Fi, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excuse me. Heck yeah. I should watch my language.
Yeah, watch your hecking language, please. Tarnation.
Fire truck and prick, yeah.
Gold darn it.
Goal. I don't know if that's a very safe word.
I know, right?
Gallbladder.
Maybe I should add a D on the end.
How much does
Gold.
that sell for?
Gallbladder? I don't know. I don't even know if it has a real function.
That depends on how many gallstones come with it. I mean, seriously.
Can you shave them into pearls? Because I could make a necklace.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody's ever tried.
Cried? I'm sure people have cried.
No, tried.
Oh.
I can't talk to that.
That's some
I have a
undead
really
business,
sharp
man.
infected wisdom tooth that gets pulled on the 14th.
Ah.
And it's cutting into my tongue every time I say anything.
Ah.
Wrong.
That
Lean to the
sounds.
left. I don't know. It's
Sing to
stupid.
it
gets
sweetly in
pulled on the 14th,
Japanese,
and I don't
and-
care.
Sing to it sweetly in Japanese and it just might behave. It's like a katana.
Two problems with that. One, I have a terrible singing voice. And
I
two,
doubt it.
I don't know Japanese. I could sing to you
Domo
in
arigato,
Smartass.
Mr. No, we're done. You're fired again.
Wait, where am I getting fired from?
A cannon. Into a Taco Bell cheese fryer.
That's right. That's right. Cheesy fun taco cannon. Or fiery? I don't know. It's somewhere in the chat. Not that interested.
Yeah, at least this time it didn't sound sexual.
Let's see, what was it?
I don't know that I'm old enough to
Tasty
hear.
fiery fun cannon.
That's the one. Now it
Yep.
sort of sounded sexual in my head.
Well, get your head on my head.
What?
Whoa.
Wait a minute. That did
Fast.
not improve. This did not improve the situation. I would
Wait,
I
you
would say
expect me to improve the situation?
I would say that the situation has severely diminished.
And yeah, no.
That's a
back to
heckin'
the end.
situation.
Now we're back to the anti-Viagra.
You were doing me a
Anti-Viagra? Is that what I just heard?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that as well.
We'll go with what's behind door number 2, Bob.
A
An old
large
car.
a large subscription to Viagra.
So what I'm hearing is you're enlarging your subscription to Viagra.
Senna, is that what you're doing?
What?
You know what? You know what?
All I heard
I'll
was
be
anti-aircraft, and now I'm excited.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Like, I have no issues in the virile department, But I want to try a Viagra once just for the heck of it. I ain't gonna lie.
What is
Me
Viagra?
I want to try one
It
once.
do
Just,
with me, but you know,
I want to see what would happen. I want to know if I
I'm
can.
not gonna comment on that
I
one.
want to know if I could like pogo off of the bed by the time we're done, because I'm curious what would happen.
Run
I'm
really
pretty
fast
sure-
and stop and see if the kickstand works.
I'm pretty sure that's been covered. Jack Black.
What? The start of the next sentence is just black. What?
I heard blackjack and then Jack Black.
Jack Black. Yeah.
How well did you cover this?
The push-ups, right?
I don't trust anything that, like, I love that man, he's hilarious, but I don't trust anything he comes up with as far as informational facts.
Oh heck no.
Whew. I'm pretty sure everyone left the stream because now they're all in here. YouTube and Twitch, this is the truth as to why YouTube and Twitch don't like me, because everybody ends up in here or playing the game with me, and that leaves no one watching, so they're like, well, this channel must suck, no one wants to watch. I'm not even kidding, that's how it works. And you get penalized even harder if someone leaves YouTube platform, so in other words, they close YouTube down to join Discord or a game, that you get penalized as a channel even harder for that.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, fun facts.
Wait, we're going with fun facts now?
Oh,
Most
don't
of those that I know, I probably shouldn't stay on Twitch. Or YouTube.
War
for that
stream,
matter.
totally still watching. Oh, see, there you are. You're still watching.
Heck yeah.
Okay, that's the one. There's
I'm
literally,
watching-
there's one this whole time, and I was wondering who it was. Now I know.
I'm watching a Tarn beat the crap out of some evil pigs, so yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So other Torin.
Oh my god, this is second or third time I've seen this guy run off now, with a horde following behind him. Poor guy.
You know what we call those guys? Cowards. You can't take two pigs?
Oh, Mark, that reminds me. Remember
Of
that
what?
dungeon in Lineage where we ran those 79,000 skeletons?
No.
The
That
left,
sounds fun.
left, right, left.
Oh yeah.
Right?
The train.
And then they eventually caught up to that guy and smacked him so hard he left this realm.
Yes, I remember.
He teleported right back to Legion.
Teleported back to
Wow.
the World of Warcraft.
I'm serious, and they all just kind of like gangster walked back to me, and then I insta died, and you're like, bye, and then I'm like, okay.
I ran like a little bitch, but I lived if I remember right. Oh my
And
gosh.
then the time the bow dropped, but it didn't
We're
drop,
just
and he
gonna
laughed at me for 15 minutes. Yeah.
15 minutes is... No, I laughed for so much longer.
I'm gonna laugh myself to death. You're gonna have to explain it to YouTube.
That was the one time I was genuinely excited. Now it'll never happen again.
Well, you know, there is Viagra for that.
No. I need the Gucci toilet and spin cycle.
Oh, I give up.
See, what you do is you actually buy the Gucci toilet on the Adam and Eve site. Okay.
Adam and Eve. Oh my gosh, now I know you're into some raunchy stuff. I just remembered what that site was.
It's like the Sky Mall book of that stuff.
James, she's a bad girl. Oh, that reminds me of something I tweeted out.
But I'm so good at it.
No. That reminds me. All right,
probably browse
real,
with Opera.
legitimate. I send texts and tweets and like Facebook updates and all that junk. And lately I've been putting in the Discord general chat too of real conversations me and my wife have just for fun sometimes. And
That can get dangerous.
oh, did you read the last one? Hang on, it's still
No,
in
I
there
didn't
somewhere.
read it yet. Let me
Hang
go
on.
go there and see if I can find it. What do you?
It's in
post
general
over?
chat.
It's in general?
And yeah, somewhere. Hang on, let me go find it.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. This literally happened last night. Oh shit! Hang on. Eek! Run.
Ah! I see it. Yesterday, 1:02 a.m.
Yes. Legitimately happens. Wifey's like, hey, you want to talk dirty? And I'm like, yeah. What do you want to talk about? You know, like excited, like, hey, this is gonna be interesting. This should be fun. Exactly. And she's like, oh, how about the laundry, the dishes? And then I'm just like, okay. And then we talk dirty for.
See. The correct response at that point is, oh, so you want to do it in the kitchen?
Our laundry is. How did you know our laundry is in the kitchen? What is up?
What?
The way they design building
Is
these
for
days,
school?
it's
This
either
building's
next
over
to
50
or-
years old.
Okay,
Next question.
And your point is?
Next question.
Yes.
The laundry room is either next to or in the kitchen. Or it's in the basement and there's no lights down there. Either way.
Oh, I remember those old basements, like from Home Alone. I still have nightmares. I still have nightmares. Actually, I have a very serious, scary story about that's very scary for real. By the way, what's up? It's Footsquill. That's an interesting name. Welcome, joining us on the purple side of things.
Hello.
So, I have a legitimately scary story about that. If you guys want to hear it, it's
Totally.
pretty terrifying to me, anyway. Hang on, I gotta drop something. What can I drop?
Drop the board.
No, I dropped
soap.
Nope. Alright. Talking about those basements. My aunt, and if Pat's watching the stream or listening, he'll be able to confirm because it was his mom before she passed away, rest her soul. They lived up in Illinois way back in the day, and they just moved into this house, right? A new house. Left skull. Oh, I see. But it looks really weird because all the way you capitalized and uncapitalized everything. Well, what's up, Left Skull? I remember you. So they just moved into this house and they got a pretty good deal on it or what have you. And the neighbors come over, you know, like they used to back in the day. You know, this was customary, you know, bring a pie, whatever else. They did that ordeal because this is back in like the late
Back
80s.
when people still did that.
Yeah, this is like 86, 87, something like that. It would have been when I was like 2 years old. My cousin, you know, unrelated, but he was 2 years old, and so that, you know, they moved. It was my aunt, you know, my uncle, and my cousin, who was 1 or 2, just barely getting to the point where he could walk or whatnot, not really even talking or anything else, just still a baby. So anyway, they move in. The neighbors come over, and they're like being friendly and whatnot. Brought a pie or a cake or whatnot, and they're also seeming just almost a little invasive, like asking a bunch of weird questions. You know, some of the standard ones: where'd you come from? All this. What'd you do for work? You know, what do you believe in? You know, what's your religion? Da, da, da. You know, some of that kind of weird stuff. You know, being a little invasive, like yellow flags popping up. Like, what in the world? So anyway, no big deal. Then my aunt, only when my uncle would go to work, my aunt starts hearing things in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, steps, whispers, and this is a true story. At least true from what she told me. So, and then this one time, what she started doing, she started hearing voices, and they would call out, and sometimes they would call her name, and that's when it gets scary. So, like, at that point, she would scoop up my cousin, who was, like I said, a baby, and take him to the park and stay there until she knew that her husband would be home. Because then she'd come home and, you know, basically it was safe then, because it didn't ever happen when he was home for some reason. Anyway. So, there was this one time, and she told him about it, tried to tell him several times, but he didn't believe, you know, he was skeptic, this, that, or other, just, you know, didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, finally, one of these times that this was happening, what she heard was coming from that basement, because they had a basement just like that. Like the Home Alone basement. You go downstairs, the washer, dryer, water heater and all that's down there in the basement.
Limited lighting, if any.
Yeah, and it's just, she hears her
Buy
mother's...
a Gucci toilet.
No. Shut up. She hears her mother calling to her. Kathy, come here, quick, I need to show you something. And she
Is it
knew.
the pointy end of a knife?
No. It was her mother's voice, and she had just gotten off the phone with her mother, who was several states away, like in New York.
Yeah.
And her mother's voice is coming from the freaking basement. Kathy, come here, I need you to...
Oh.
Yeah, no, freaking terrifying. I need to show you something, come here, quick. Nope, she did not go down there. She scooped up Pat, went back to the park, waited till Uncle Don came home, and then literally, like, as soon as he got home, she said, we are leaving, or at least I am leaving, and so is Pat. You can come with us or you cannot come with us, but we are leaving this house. The neighbors came and visited as the moving trucks were coming, the same neighbors, and they'd visited a couple times throughout their them being there, but they said, man, we're really sad to see you guys go. We and they're like, why is that? They're like, we hope we don't get neighbors like the ones we had before you guys, because that was really weird. They were Satan worshippers. They were drawing pentagrams in the basement and all kinds of stuff like that. And that's when they found out. That's why the neighbors were so invasive and like asking all those questions, because apparently the people who'd lived there before were like drawing pentagrams and doing some weird stuff or whatever else, the stuff that was startling to them. So that's why.
Yeah.
And that's a
I've done
freaking
couple
scary
places
story to
kinda
me.
like that. I will not go down in a basement unless there is proper lighting and it is the middle of the day and somebody else is with me. 2. I don't like to be home by myself because, and I have no qualms saying this, I do have a bit of schizophrenia going on. So there are times when I hear people that I know cannot be in my house calling my name or saying shit to me, and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah,
Going
no,
on with
that's
life over here.
that's freaky to me. See, I've seen things when I was younger. Like, we have lived in a house that was legit haunted, like 15 miles away from where I live right now in Springfield. Legit haunted, and it has some scary stories to go with it, but nothing, like all the stuff we saw, nothing was malicious. Like, it has some scary stories, but nothing was malicious. But this one story from my aunt, that sounds malicious. Something calling you down there?
Oh, yeah.
No, that sounds freaking horrifying.
Most metaphysical beings that are out and about usually aren't malicious. They're just bored. But on the off chance that it's one that's not just bored, I'm ignoring all of them.
No kidding. I would too. But
No,
just
my thing is I hear them. I don't see them. What I do see is I'll be out and about, like outside or something,
Traveler.
and I'll be like, that's a big ass bug. And I'll point at it. It's right there in front of me. And James will be there with me like, there's no bug there. I'm like, that is a big ass bug. Well, what kind of bug is it? I don't know. It's a bug.
a big one.
And then we move on. Yeah. I was like, well, describe the bug. Well, it's a friggin' bug.
It has
whatever.
4 to 6 or more legs, and also looks like the rest of the describing features on a bug.
It's reverse
Yeah.
small.
It's a what?
It's reverse small for a bug.
Ah, yes, reverse small. Maybe.
Yeah, if you ever get a house that's haunted, just blast Ghostbusters for every speaker you have, then run down there and start punching.
Oh, hell no. If I ever get in a house that's haunted and I decide I want to actually deal with them, I'm going to start putting on ICP, blast it as loud as it can go, and be like, hey, let's play a game.
No.
My favorite game is Hit for Hit. Well,
What is that?
when I can. You don't know what Hit for Hit is?
Oh, hit for hit. I thought you said hit for head. So I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like it's gonna go down
No,
the
no,
rabbit
no.
hole, but I'll ask.
Hit for
We'll
head
see.
is when you take your fist and you pound them in the head until they quit moving.
No, hit for hit was like when you get a hit and they get a hit until someone goes, okay, I give.
Well, yeah. But see, my version of hit for hit has special rules. One,
I'm good.
I hit you, you hit me.
I adjust
You hit me, I hit you. Basic standard rule one. Rule
Mm-hmm.
two, it's my turn
What,
when
you
I
hit
think
the
it's
goat?
my turn. Yeah, why not? No, seriously, why not?
But why? You can see him, right?
Well, that depends on if he wants to be seen or not. He, she, it,
Okay, I don't follow it anymore.
I've dealt with the supernatural, metaphysical, whatever word you want to use for it, since I was 3, I think. So, yeah.
That's about the time we lived in that haunted house. I was about that old, and I'm telling you, like it had some scary stories that came with it. It was a big house, and Dad spent tons of money rewiring the thing because it had one of those like 2-story first ceiling kind of rooms. Like the walk-in living room was 2 stories high before you got to the ceiling, like really tall room. And then it
Yeah.
had a second story, so just the living room was that, and then the rest of the house was second story. Like it had 2 stories, so I guess it was a 2-story house, but the living room was just extra tall and
Yeah.
not so short. But anyway, we would. I remember a story. Mom and Dad, Dad had to go and feed the baby, my sister, who was the baby at the time, and mom basically rolls over and because Susie's crying. Can you feed her this time? In a drunken half, not drunken for real, but the how you sound when you're passed out like a stupor. Can you get us some? So Dad goes, yeah. He rolls out of bed, walks down there, and all of a sudden, Mom hears the TV on downstairs, and it's cackling and cutting up, and it sounds like one of those old black and white shows, like I Love Lucy or whatever,
Yeah.
where they're talking about some guy and they're cackling about it, some old hens or old biddies or whatever, and Mom's like, what? So she waits a few minutes, and then she finally gets a little bit fed up, and she like stomps on the ground or whatever, and it quiets up for a sec. And then it starts up again. Then she's getting like fuming. Like, why would Dad go downstairs when he's supposed to be getting a bottle and feeding the baby? But he just turned the TV up, and even if he's feeding the baby down there, now he's got the TV on full blast, and that's gonna wake her. That's gonna wake her up. So he comes back, and she's like, "What in the heck? Were you doing with the TV on so loud and everything? Did you even feed the baby?" He goes, yeah, that's all I was doing. Straight in her room, the TV wasn't on. What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. And then, at that point, she hears it again. The old biddy's sitting there still talking about this hilarious old guy and cutting up and laughing, da-da-da-da-da-da. She goes, that's it, right there. And he goes, I promise you the TV's not on. So then they both sit and listen for a second. And then they realize, this is the master bedroom. It has a balcony on it. They realize that this sound is coming from the balcony. So they both kind of turned their head, and they couldn't see anything, but there were chairs out on the balcony that were always there. They're just sitting there. What's up, Mars? And they realized as they're sitting there listening to this conversation, the man they were describing and laughing about was Dad.
Wow.
So this was 2 old hens or whatever, just not nothing harmful. They were just telling stories about Dad, describing him, because he was a white man with an afro at the time, which was part of the description why they knew they were talking about him with the big old mustache and everything, because this was how my dad looked back in the 80s. And they were cutting up and laughing about it. Just 2 old biddies sitting there laughing about Dad. And that was weird and a little creepy. But I'll tell you the one scary story that comes from this, because I saw things in that house. Like, I saw full-blown apparitions. It would just pop up in a corner, and it was this old lady, this, like, very dressed 1800s kind of conservative lady, middle-aged, maybe late 20s, something like that, lady that would just appear in a corner somewhere while we're all in the living room watching TV. There was this one spot that it happened most. Mom had a lazy boy that she sat in, and Dad would be at work or wherever else, and there was a TV in the corner, like the old boob tubes, like literally the glass tube kind of TVs, way back in the day, old TVs. It's in the corner. There's a fireplace over here. Mom's lazy boy thing is right here, and usually we'd be sitting over here with a couple of toys where we could see the TV, and we were sitting sort of close to Mom. In the other corner behind the lazy boy is where this person would just spawn in or just kind of appear, and all she'd do is she'd just look around, maybe look at us, maybe not. I don't even recall whether she ever fixated on us, but she would just look around. Nothing malicious, no meanness, no nothing. Just she was just looking around, just chilling, kind of looking around at the living room. And at the time, I'd tell Mom about it sometimes. Like I'd get freaked out, and I'd let her know, Mom, I see a ghost, or this, that, or other, and she'd be like, nah. Well, I come to find out after we moved out and after I was a full-grown adult that she did see those too. She just didn't tell me that back then because she didn't want to freak out her 4-year-old kid.
Yeah.
But the story and who I think this woman was is this house was built in like the early 1800s, late 1700s, something like that, and it was a farmer in Springfield built this. I mean, pretty well-to-do farmer, I guess, for the time. Built the house, and it was for his wife or whatnot. Built it. They raised a family in it. The wife ended up going insane. She became mentally ill or whatnot. And there was this one room that ended up being her room after that started to digress. And we ended up locking that room off because no matter what you did, it was a bedroom, but you couldn't have a bed in it because it would always, no matter what, end up scooting to the middle of the room. Mom and Dad, I kid you not, this is true story. They actually nailed down, and I can confirm this one being true because I remember when I was a kid. They nailed down when they this first started happening a bed into the corner of the room, and it still ended up getting uprooted, tearing up part of the floor and scratching all the way to the center of the room, and that it made horrifying sounds when it came undone and whatnot, and so Mom ended up boarding that room off. No one was allowed to go to that room. There was a whole section of the house over there, the hallway. Basically, it was 2 bedrooms, and we never used the other one either because we had to walk past this one. So you go up the stairs. We had the kitchen over here, dining room, giant living room, stairs that led up, and then the hallway that led this way. There was 1 bedroom here. That was the bedroom that got boarded off, and there was another one over here that no one used anyway, but just because it was past the other bedroom. Then there was my sister's room, me and my brother's room, and then down the hallway, the master bedroom where Mom and Dad slept. So that was the floor plan of the house. Anyway, that 1 bedroom, she ended up boarding off, so we didn't use either one of those bedrooms. And come to find out that this lady, the way that she died, and like I said, she was mentally ill, is she somehow ended up catching herself on fire in that bedroom in her bed. And burnt to death. So, for whatever reason, I'm guessing, the hostility of the bed or whatever, the bed would always, and I guess maybe the story goes, I can only imagine that the bed ends up in the middle of the room because while she was on fire, she ended up jerking it to the middle of the room or what have you, but no matter what, whenever we had a bed and we put it in that room, it would end up scooching to the middle of that room no matter what.
Oh wow.
So they nailed a bed down, frame and all, and it tore up the frickin' floor, the nails out of the floor, and scratched the crap out of the floor, scooting it to the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Real story.
I have 2 kind of freaky things that happened when I was a kid. First one, my mom was actually in the room with me on this one. So, the house in Marysville that I grew up in, 2 stories. Kids' rooms were both downstairs. My room in particular, that I shared with one of my stepsisters, who wasn't there full time, so this is one of the times when she wasn't there. I was getting tucked in for the night. Now, my room had one door to the hallway, one door to the bed, or the bathroom, right? And
Yeah.
Mom would leave the bathroom light on for me, so, you know, I'm a freaking kid. Leave a light on.
Yeah, we do that. We do that for my son, but not because he's terrified, but because if he was potty in the bed a bunch for a while, and now he doesn't do it anymore. But we leave the light on so that way he knows when he's got to go. He can wake up, and instead of being scared because it's dark or not wanting to get up, you know, he goes to where the light's at and he potties in the bathroom, and that's it.
Yeah. So Mom was tucking me in, and she has at the time this really nice red silky nightgown that she loved to wear. Okay? She wasn't wearing it that night. She was tucking me in, and I look over at the bathroom, and as my mom is tucking me in, I see my mom in that nightgown walk from one end of the bathroom to the other, turn around and walk back out. During this, she looked through the door, nodded at me, and then kept walking.
Wow.
Nope. Woo, scary. And your mom didn't see that?
Mom didn't see it. Mom didn't. Nothing. I told her about it, and she's like, "Oh, you'll be fine. Go to sleep." So that happened when I was about 6 or 7. I remember it vividly because, hello.
Yeah.
Second thing, I was a teenager when this happened. Do you guys remember when the video The Ring came out?
Yes. Oh, that one was pretty freaky. The scariest movie ever for me is not The Ring. It's The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Just the thought of that, something like that could happen. It's not even an inherently scary movie. But The Ring is definitely on like the top 3 or 4 scary movies because it's supernatural
I was
stuff.
home
And that's the
alone.
only crap that
I
scares me.
decided to rent the movie from the local rent store because
Oh
I
my
had an account there and
God.
whatnot. No, it gets worse. Okay?
No,
So
you're... Go ahead.
I watched this in a dark room by myself. Like, I am seriously home alone at night in a dark room watching The Ring by myself.
The first
It
time...
finishes, I turn off the TV. I know I turned off the TV because I walked over and hit the freaking button. And then the phone rings. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not touching that. Turn all the lights on in the house. Mom calls my cell phone. My mother calls my cell phone like 2 minutes later. And she's like, are you okay? I had this really weird feeling that something bad happened to you. Are you okay? I'm like, told her the whole freaking story. And she's like, nah, you're fine. I'm like,
Oh, so in other words, you're great.
I'm not sure what your definition of fine is, but I'm really starting to question it at this point. By the way, the call I missed happened to be from the electric
Gucci
company. From the Gucci toilet. That would creep me out too. It's like, oh,
From the super
I'm getting
toilet.
a phone call from a freaking toilet.
It's got Wi-Fi.
Oh, that is another thing that was legitimately in the toilet. A phone. That was one of the things. I'm telling you this.
Phone?
Yes.
But yeah.
Speaker
Hold on a
phone.
sec, guys.
What are you gonna call a friend and be like, I'm taking shit? Nice.
And
I saw a ghost play once.
high fidelity, freaking toilet. Hang on, real quick. What she was saying, the way that she started to watch The Ring, I did the exact same way. Middle of the night, home alone by myself on the couch. Mom and Dad rented this movie. Oh, cool. Let me see what it's about. I had no freaking clue it was a scary movie. No freaking idea. It was just The Ring, and it was just a disc sitting on top of the thing. I didn't even bother to watch or look at the cover or see what kind of movie it was. I just flip it in there and let's go. All the lights are off. It's in the middle of a living room at freaking, I don't know, like 10 o'clock at night. I'm home alone at the time. And pitch black, just the TV on. I started watching this thing. I did not finish the movie, by the way. I got to like the point where that girl was dead. Oh, I was saying...
Nope, not me. Okay. If you guys need my attention, physically get my attention.
Physically?
Well, that was from...
Did you get to the part where she crawls out of the TV? Is that where you stopped?
No. Alright, I was telling my story about The Ring. Mom and Dad had rented this movie, and it was, The Ring. I had no idea. They didn't normally rent scary movies, so I didn't think nothing of it. It's 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night. Everyone's out somewhere except for me. And so I'm like, alright, whatever, I'll just watch this movie that they rented. Pitch black, in the living room, by myself, on the middle of the couch, whatever. I fire up the
Yeah.
movie, and I'm thinking, all right, well, let's see what this is about. They usually liked funny movies or romantic comedies, so that's kind of what I'm expecting. It's The Ring. I didn't.
Technically
It
be
was just
counted as
the
a romantic
they
comedy.
no. They'd already watched. They'd already watched like it, so it was sitting out. Just the disc was sitting out on top of the cover. So I just like flip it in there. I didn't bother reading the cover. I turned on. Let's see the new movie. See what it's about. Oh, I did not make it through that movie. I got to about the point where that first girl toward the beginning was discovered dead in her closet or whatever. Spoilers, by the way. And I was like, nope, I'm done. And I shut it off, and I didn't watch it till like the next day when everybody was in the living room. I was like, I started watching it. That movie still freaked me out. And for the longest time, because I started at dark and reading all the crap or watching all the crap, like I was terrified for the longest while. That, because I always had trouble sleeping even before I got injured, but then now I just don't sleep at all. I always had trouble sleeping, and I was afraid for whatever reason that I would open the door to my bedroom, because it was always pitch black on the other side, and my bedroom was by itself, no one else on that side of the whole freaking house, and I'd be hearing the house creaking and crap like that, that if I opened the bedroom door, like, because I had to go out and go potty or crap like that, I was sitting there holding my junk, because I had to pee so bad one night, I remember, because I was afraid if I opened the door, the freaking ring girl would be just right on the other side. And I was terrified of it. What?
You remember me telling you about the freaky shit of did I hear someone call my name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened a couple seconds ago.
Nope, I'm done.
Yeah,
It was the toilet.
I agree. Blame the toilet.
$7,000 toilet?
Mm-hmm. That's what it
I'll
was.
give you a discount.
Sarah!
I'll give
Poop in
you a discount 'cause
me!
this one's haunted as heck.
Oh, man.
Oh, that'd be weird if it played random quotes while you were shitting.
What were you saying, Mikhail?
Take a dump and all you hear is, who you
I
gonna
saw a
call?
ghost toy once.
You saw a ghost story?
No, a ghost toy.
Toy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
When
is
I was
that...
little, I also always wanted these radio-controlled cars,
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't get one because we were poor. So one time I go to bed, and then just before sleep I see this toy standing on my bed.
What toy was it?
Oh, the radio-controlled car. This little car, you know?
It was
Nice.
standing on your bed?
Yeah, it was just standing there. I wanted
Keep
to grab it,
posing.
but then it was gone.
Well, maybe it wasn't a ghost toy. Maybe just someone surprised you and gave you a toy and you had no idea.
I think you missed the part where it was gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe Lightning McQueen's out for vengeance.
No, it just faded. It just faded away, sort of.
Oh, that's creepy. It was a hologram from the $7,000 toilet sent back into the past.
Yeah.
This is simulation theory.
Right? That's exactly what it was.
That's
You're welcome.
it. Every time I see or hear something, it is the fault of the Gucci toilet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you guys a
that's
link to
gonna
this
be a-
toilet when I find it
Gucci
again.
toilet
So that,
glitch? Is that what the
Right?
Gucci
Yeah.
toilet glitch?
that's what it
gonna be an
is.
interesting one to try and explain to my mom. next
Gucci
time.
toilet inception. No,
It's
Oh,
like
hey
the-
mom,
it-
guess what? The Gucci toilet's fucking with me again.
It's like
Oh, it can
deja
probably
vu
do that
in the
too.
Matrix.
That's a new function.
built in. It's a feature.
Alright, I got
Pay
Totally
$7,000.
ghost.
No, if you pay $7,000, it better be able to do something like that.
Manifest me a ghost accountant to do my fucking taxes.
Right?
Why use a ghost accountant?
I'm
'cause
afraid
they
the
know all the
real
tricks.
ones will. Yeah, no, the real ones are gonna actually take your money. They have a need for it. Ghosts don't anymore.
Yeah, but they charge you in other ways.
I don't want to know. I'm done. I'm
Law
out of
of
that
equivalent
conversation.
exchange, guys. Come on.
Oh, some Full Metal Alchemist BS. I don't know if that applies to ghosts.
It
You were
applies to
you were
everything.
talking about scary toys. I've got 2 short stories about that. One is not actually a ghost story. It's just me being a pansy little 3-year-old when I was young. So
That's not
those-
really a Full Metal Alchemist thing. That's just an alchemist thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a half metal alchemist thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Half
It could-
Metal Alchemist.
Reverse metal alchemist.
It could be for Roy
Metal
Mustang.
alchemist.
Yeah, it could be for Roy Mustang too. I get you. All right, fine. It's an alchemist thing. All right, so first one's just not a ghost story at all. It's just me being pansy. When I was 3 or 4, I don't know exactly how old. I'm guessing I was 3, maybe 4. Anyway, Mom and Dad had just got these new toys. You guys may or may not remember them. They were called My Best Friend dolls. They were at the time.
My Buddy dolls?
Yes,
My Buddy?
My Buddy or My Best Friend or something like that. They were really old, like 30 years old or more. And see, they came out at a really, they came out at a really inopportune time, though, you realize. Because those things came out, like, right before the release of Child's Play. Chucky.
Oh.
I
So,
always thought those were for, like, handicapped kids or something.
thanks for that, asshole. I'm gonna have the $7,000 toilet give you a call later. Explain something to you in Japanese and
Walkie-talkie to other users.
anyway, so they had just bought that thing, and I took it everywhere with me for like the first, I don't know, 5 days or week that I had it or whatever, and I was in love with it. My Best Friend doll or My Buddy or whatever it was great. And then I decided to watch my first scary movie ever, Child's Play, and I was explaining to Mom and Dad, I can take it, da-da-da-da-da. Apparently I couldn't. And they were like, alright, fine. Well, I did not want anything to do with that toy. And those things, that was just a doll, that's all it was. But those things were awfully expensive back in the day, right? So that was basically a huge wasted Christmas gift for me, because right after I watched that movie, I couldn't deal with that toy. I was terrified. There's nothing ghostly about it, but I was...
Crazy person that I find that out about my kid. I'm putting a plastic knife in that doll's hand and leaving it on the floor.
You're a horrible, not even mother, just human being. I
Oh,
revoke
I am a
your
terrible,
license.
terrible person. I will be
I
the first
revoke
person
your
to-
license to be a mother. So anyway, moving on.
Good luck.
For this, are you trying? Because you're not allowed anymore.
Oh no, I have a 14-year-old daughter.
You're not allowed. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, and here's one that's actually scary a little bit. My son comes to me sometimes describing the monsters that he sees, and it reminds me very much of what I used to do coming to my mom. So I do the same crap she did. I'd be like, all right, well, let's go see. And, you know, oh, it's nothing. It's just your imagination. It's da-da-da-da-da-da. And there was this one time that I actually saw, like, I didn't see any kind of monster, any kind of depiction like what he was describing or whatever, but I did see an orb. Like, I was coming out of the bathroom. He just ran out of his room, freaked out,
The Gucci
scared.
toilet.
No, yes. Dude, it's a Gucci showing new light show
Saw a
feature.
Gucci orb.
Yes, a Gucci orb. It was the light show feature on the toilet. No,
No.
but I was just coming out of the bathroom. My son was freaked out and just left his room. And then I come out of the bathroom and I see this little, you know, I do a look and it's like, you know, I see it and then I do a double take because, you know, it's up there. It's just, you know, right there next to the ceiling, not very far, a few feet from my head even. And I look up, you know, as I'm passing, I kind of notice it, and then I look up at it, and it does this thing like, here, let me show the motion in the stream if I can, sort of. So I knew it wasn't like a dust speck or any crap like that, because then it's going to float around or whatever. But I look up at it, and it's just stationary, and I look up again real quick, and it does this number. It does like a half spin circle, and then zips back into his room. And he'd already left his room. And it was, whatever it was tall. And he describes this thing to be tall. So this thing was standing like this high from me, and I'm 5'11" 5'10" without shoes on, I guess. Shut up. That, I swear, that's what a woman hears. If they don't hear 6 foot, if 6 foot's like tall, dark, and handsome, they hear 5'11", 11 microns or whatever. You know, and they hear 5 foot, 11 inches, and 11 twelfths of the 12th inch, and they think, you know, dwarf. Like,
I am literally 5'6". Anything over 5'6" is considered tall.
Alright, well, most women, aside from
Just say you're 5'12".
Yeah. Anyway, so this thing was like 1.5 feet over my head, whatever it was, but I just saw it as an orb, whatever it was, and it does this little circle motion, zips right back into his room. So that makes me believe he probably is seeing something. I haven't officially ever seen anything. The scariest thing that happened in this house to me ever is at one point when I was standing up, no condensation on the can. Let me say this: it was a Coca-Cola can. My buddy, who has had some weird, freaky stuff happen to him in the past, he used to do Ouija boards and all that kind of stuff, and was very sacrilegious to the point of like sacrilege. And then he turned his life around because he had a few scary things happen to him that he decided Christianity was the way to go because he was seeing some freaky stuff. But anyway, he was over visiting at the time. But the girl, our son was spending the night with Grandma and Grandpa. No. Sean was actually here, but he was already asleep in his bedroom. And he was just a little bitty infant baby. And it was Mom, wifey, that was out, and she was having a girls' night out. So it was just me and Josh, and our son was already asleep. I'm standing up from the computer room, which at the time was in, what is now his bedroom, which I just now thought about. And I stand up, and a Coke can on my desk slides like 8 inches, just and it wasn't like a or a condensation kind of slip or whatever. I stand up, and it just goes and stops like immediately. And I thought, I look at it and I go, I start to move again. And then I look at it again, like I did a double take of this can because I was like, wait a minute. So my brilliant ass, I pick up the can and I take it to my friend, and I'm holding it out there with him, and he's like, what? Because I am apparently freaking colorless. I'm white as a ghost. And he goes, what? What happened? What's wrong? And I said, this can just moved on its own like a half a foot. And he's like, well, why'd you bring it out here to me for? And I'm just like, I don't know. Because he's freaking out that I just picked it up and carried it to him. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't want it in the house. So we left it out there on the porch. That's where it stayed till the next day. I threw it away. And that's the only freaky thing that's ever happened to me in this house the whole time I've lived here. Aside from we've heard like little footsteps in the house settling, and we always blame it on something else, the cat. And there's been a couple times where we hear boom boom, like some heavy knocking on the walls and stuff like that. Well, the whole block, our block, we're the only house on it. So our neighbors, we do have a house reasonably close across the street, but this whole block we're the only house on it, and we own the 2 lots of land here. So can't blame it on neighbors per se. But boom, 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 and my wife will be like, "That's just the cat." Well, turns out the cat is literally sitting at the foot of our bed, but we're just like, "Cat, yep, definitely the cat," staring at Chiba sitting on the.
That's because cats have the ability to teleport.
Yes, while we're staring at her, and she's also looking in the same direction that the sound just came from, so we know it's valid.
Shadow clone jutsu.
Yeah, that's.
I know what it was.
It was the toilet.
Jehovah.
It might have maybe.
So y'all have creepy stories about toys. I got one for you.
Wait, I never finished the second one. Because the first one was just a not creepy thing. Anyway, and I got off on a tangent, and I do that all the time. Actual creepy thing. My son, and this is just, we're going to be taking down. He's got a net. You guys know what I'm talking about. The net with all the stuffed animals up in the corner of a room. Right?
Oh yeah, I have like 5 of them.
Yeah, everybody's seen those or knows what they are at the very least. He's got one of those in his room. Only recently he's been telling us that one of his bears moves on its own up there. So we're going to take that whole daggum thing down if Wifey hadn't already done it, because we discussed this yesterday. She said, tomorrow when I have some time, and she might have done it yesterday, I'm going to take the whole darn thing down, and I'm going to just put all the stuffed animals in the closet. That way, if it's moving, it can move around on its own in the daggum closet or whatever. And,
if it comes out of the closet, then something's up.
Don't say things like that. Why
It's
do you
the special
hate...
Care Bear, the Struggle Bear.
Struggle stare. No.
You should put it in the kitchen next to the knife.
You know what? You're fired.
No.
I don't want this guy in our guild in World of Warcraft anymore. I'm banning him.
See what happens, man.
No. What? No. It's a horrible idea. You're like provoking it at that point. Like, hey, would you go ahead? End it all, please. This is Anyway, that's the only other toy thing that I've got that's sort of scary because it's could very well be true. But anyway, go ahead. You had something. Let's hear it.
Y'all remember when Furbies came out, right?
Oh yes, I remember Furbies.
And
Scare Bear.
wanted one.
What up, Mars? Welcome back. Yes, My
Just
sister wanted
welcome
them too.
yourself
Me
back
and
to
my
the chat
three
room.
No,
stepsisters,
Mars.
three
Not Mark.
sisters, were like everyone else. We all wanted a Furby. Oh my god, Christmas was coming up and we had to have a Furby. So my grandparents, being the awesome grandparents they were, got each of the four of us a Furby.
A
You know,
Kirby.
each of us had.
That's a vacuum cleaner.
God, I wish.
That's a very
That's a
expensive
pink tumor
vacuum.
that sucks.
No, that's a very expensive vacuum cleaner. Kirby, excuse me. It's like the $7,000 vacuum cleaner version of that toilet. I know because my
It's
aunt
got
and my
Wi-Fi.
mom, yes, my aunt and
Well,
my
see,
mom
this-
both
this-
decided to buy a Kirby, and those things are like 98 pounds of vacuum
This
cleaner that can
was
suck
back before
suck
they
a bowling
initiated
ball's enamel
the-
off.
The miners working thing. So Kirby is possibility, but no Furby. Now we had turned these things off, removed the batteries, stuck them in the bag with the rest of our toys, and put it in the back of the car.
You obviously did
We
something
had a van
wrong.
at that point. Oh yeah, because as we're driving home, all four of these Furbies, one by one, start singing the dreidel song to each other.
Dreidel song?
Is
that-
In the car.
Did you get the
Yeah.
Jewish Furbies?
Apparently, we got the haunted Jewish Furbies.
Is that a normal feature that they could even normally do?
I don't think so.
They must have been solar powered.
Did you,
At
did
night.
you guys put them in the oven?
Oh, no, you're wrong. You're wrong for that. You're going straight to hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. What the hell? You're fired.
You are
Literally.
promoted to inhuman.
Yep.
Oh man.
You're fired. That's messed
I had a
up.
weird moment as well.
Alright, let's hear
I
it.
was walking down the city, and I saw this car, right?
Wait,
with
what?
a woman in it. And,
found-
she
Wait,
drove
wait, you
by.
found a what?
I saw a car with a woman in
Oh,
it just driving past.
Yeah.
And like 5 meters, she was driving.
Wait.
opposite direction, right?
Most of us are American here, so you're gonna have to do that conversion thing between meters and feet and yards and stuff. No, I'm kidding. Go
And
ahead.
freedom points,
Oh.
please.
Freedom points. Yes.
So I
Fries, freedom fries.
was just walking a couple seconds, and this car, she drove opposite direction of me. So I was walking for like 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden I see the same car passing by again,
Oh,
with
that's a
the
little
same woman in
creepy.
it.
Was it a twin that also bought the same kind of van? That could literally be a thing. It could literally be what it was. Let's like mess with these guys. It's twin sisters or
Yeah,
whatever.
it could be it.
Were you playing GTA 5?
Did you
That
take
could
the
be it,
red?
but-
Wait. Did you take the red pill or the blue pill?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh
That's
man.
a glitch in the Matrix.
I need to
Yeah.
rename this stream World of Warcraft and Creepy
what
Stories.
Deja vu is.
I have a
Exactly, that's the guild name too. It's Deja Vu. That's so what it is. You have a question? Answer is
Yes.
pineapples.
question.
Okay.
The alternate answer, grapes.
Damn.
No. My wife would say mangoes, but that's wrong because I don't
I
like
like
mangoes.
mangoes.
I know
I don't
pineapples
give
are the
wrong
correct,
answers.
except for that one. And also the answer about whether or not you're joining us. If I can,
It's a
wishy-washy.
solid
No.
maybe.
It's
a solid maybe at this
No, that's incorrect.
Must be yes or no,
No, it must be yes or I'll be there.
or yes.
Tell you what,
Reverse no.
I will give you an answer of I'll be there. If you pay for it.
Sure, as soon as you give me the money to pay for it.
Well, see, here's the thing. In order to get that money, I have to do some things that cost money. So tell you what, give me $100. I'll get you the 15 whatever to pay for.
Just donate some plasma. It's like $400 a month.
Yeah,
Have
sell
you
your
seen
sell
the
your
size
body.
size of those needles? Yeah.
Just
My
flip
thing-
away.
Sell your body.
At
Have you
the
seen the size of
hospital, they have
those
to use
needles?
The same size needles as they use on 2-month-old infants.
The infants can take it, why can't you?
Yeah. Sell some eggs or something.
Right, like my body makes eggs at this point.
Well,
Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Gonna kickstart my day.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
No.
See you later, Miguel.
I was gonna have an omelet this morning.
Yeah, gotta kickstart my day. Raw eggs. It's fine. Good protein.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I do need to get eggs. I still don't. I don't. have
Well,
eggs
see,
at the
there
moment.
you go, Sarah. He's willing to buy.
Yeah, well,
Not those eggs.
I don't think you could eat. Well, you could eat them, but it wouldn't be much of a meal.
Depends on
then
how
you're doing
many.
it wrong there.
Whoa. This just got a little bit
Wait,
past.
Reddit.
Then we just went a little past PG-12, and that's my stopping point, okay?
Hi.
Oh, that was the lie, but the oven joke wasn't.
No, you're fired, son.
Okay,
You're
well,
going
sure.
straight to hell. Do not
See you
pass
later,
go.
guys.
You're not. See you later. You're not collecting $200. You're done, man, fam. You're gone.
But
Yeah,
for real,
it's
guys. Next time.
What? Why are you still here? Get out!
Go eat your omelet. What the frick?
I thought you guys didn't hear me.
Go use the
Have
oven
a
on the
good
back
one.
of the Gucci toilet.
No,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
out! I love
I
you.
can't get out. I can't get out.
He's stuck.
Oh.
The toilet
Alright.
has him
He's
trapped.
stuck in the toilet. The suction cup feature.
Hold on. Gucci toilet. Does it have a Ouija board function?
I don't know,
Excuse me,
but
it's
that's
Italian,
that's
it's
one
a
of the
Luigi board.
Luigi board. That's
Every
that's,
time you summon something, it's just like, wahoo!
that's the one thing that I will never fart around with because I'm terrified of is Ouija boards. Like, on the one
Ouija?
hand, yes, no, yeah, well, yes, that too. No, the one hand,
It's whack, man. Ouija boards.
no, I'm super scared of that nonsense.
What
like,
about the creepy
because you're
pasta
inviting
Garfield?
like demons and stuff. Oh no, I've seen those. Those are disturbing, but not like they don't freak me out. Like Ouija board stuff, that stuff's terrifying to me and also scary as well.
That's because
It'll
Ouija
spell
boards
out
are actually
Gucci toilet.
designed to reach out to evil or ill-intended supernatural creatures.
Not really. They were designed to like get answers for things, but the
I
problem
think
is
they
like,
were designed to make a profit.
yeah, oh yeah, they are children's
That too.
toys. No, but what they were freaking designed to do is like get answers or whatever, and it's really scary because there's a couple people that like started to get really accurate and correct answers, and then some weird stuff started happening too. Like my mom will not fart around with a Ouija board. I am terrified of Ouija boards, and like because that's the side of like ghosts and stuff. I've seen them. They scare me a little because it's unknown, but they don't really terrify me. The freaking stuff that comes along with that nonsense terrifies. That's like why The Exorcism of Emily Rose is my scariest movie, and it's not even a scary per se, quote unquote, movie, but I am absolutely horrified by that movie.
What if the thing you summon is dyslexic?
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I going
but
to
no,
die?
most-
Fiddle Stivifliminer. Oh god.
Most supernatural beings, when you acknowledge their presence and you start actually investing in them, they gain power from that, which means they're going to manifest more, and so on and so forth. It spirals, and you end up with really fucked up shit.
So it's like stocks. Eventually you just die.
Yeah, or they do, one or the other.
Why not just go straight to the source and like summon Lucifer?
No, why are you here? What purpose do you have? I disagree with everything.
That's who I would want to talk to.
Lucifer,
heck no.
give me
What
power
the
and
hell
I'll
is
give you
wrong
the
with this
Gucci
guy?
toilet.
Yes. Summon the
Go
put a
straight to the
pentagram
pot.
around the Gucci toilet. He keeps summoned on the pot.
Oh no.
Added features that cost extra.
Toilet. What is your intention here?
Oh my gosh.
This shitting's part of the ritual, right?
Man.
That's how you get rid of the demons.
You flush them.
Detox. That thing better come with like some complimentary candy after you're done. Here's bubble gum. Thanks.
You want to complimentary
mint?
mint on your toilet?
Kinder surprise egg.
Hey, my son loves those surprise egg things.
Or a jawbreaker.
Come with like a loot box.
What were they? Surprise.
Surprise mechanic.
Yes. God, that was such a stupid argument.
Yeah.
That's because they don't want to get their shit pushed in by the government.
Surprise mechanics. I remember the memes that came after that were freaking hilarious. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, Wolfie, go away. What are you doing, Wolfie? Stop. Step it. Bad wolf.
Yeah, there's a couple European nations that have already banned loot boxes.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. After playing Fortnite for like 2 months after it came out, possibly a little bit more, I now no longer to the stereotypical llama pinata as a pinata. It is now a loot llama. In fact, I believe at the store the other day they had a bunch of pinatas up there, and I'm like, oh wow, loot llamas come in so many shapes now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a
Hey,
tough
Sean.
person.
I love you. It is morning.
Look, they made John Wick from Fortnite a real thing.
Oh my god. I'm gonna rename the stream when it's all said and done, like World of Warcraft stress test and scary stories.
And Gucci toilet.
That's the scariest of all the stories.
World of Warcraft stress test and the origins of Gucci toilet.
Gucci toilet craft.
The scary origin of Gucci toilet. PG-12.
Yes, sort of. Give or
Well,
take.
Okay, PG-12-ish.
Give or take.
We're just gonna make this like the longest World of Warcraft stream title ever.
It's already one of the longer streams if you combine the two. I've been streaming now for like 16 hours. Had a little
Jesus.
30 minute break in there so that way my cousin could help me set up. Excuse me, title.
So we're at 15 and a half hours.
Something like that.
Technically?
Yeah, I guess.
Excuse me.
You're squeezed.
Squeeze.
That's a thing.
Wait, what? I think I get the feeling I missed something here. I was
me
attacking a
too.
wolf. I was attacking a wolf, so I didn't hear what happened. What happened here?
I burped. I said, "Excuse me." Somebody said, "You finished squeeze," and I said, "Ooh, squeezy." And then somebody else said something, and I missed it.
Oh, so you like to be squeezed too, huh?
Well, yeah.
Alright, that's where I'm out. Someone else take over the conversation. This is that. It's that point. We've reached that point. Anytime now. Senna, this was your cue. Wait, Senna, aren't you at work?
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
I don't know. I'm the only one here because the other guy decided to not show up.
What kind of place you work at?
Gucci toilet factory.
That explains
Saw that
all
one coming.
the haunted Gucci toilets.
He does the programming.
The voiceovers.
So
Congratulations, you did it.
Oh, you flush the toilet, now it pops a participation award.
Achievement unlocked.
achievements.
Plus 10 points. Ooh, double point session.
been unlocked.
You've unlocked the title, Poop Master. 10 points.
Oh, yep.
Hey, if I get 50 more points, I can unlock the Ouija board.
Nope.
Luigi board.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
I love how lively you sound when you say it, Sina. Do it again.
No, it's the only time.
Do it
No,
again.
that's not good. If I do it too much, I'll become human.
Oh.
I am a meat popsicle.
Truth is, we've been
If you
talking
put
to the toilet
Luigi
this whole
board on a
time.
wall, is it a wall board?
No, you're fired.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of firing tonight. So here we are, slightly over 2 hours. I haven't really been focusing on the speed runs so much, and I'm almost level 9. Yeah, baby?
It's not 9 anymore.
Oh, that's a good point. My wife has informed me that it is in fact no longer night,
What brings you here?
to which she is correct.
It's 5:20.
Do you know what time it is? It's tomorrow.
You're not wrong.
The wind.
That's one of my favorite lines from one of Gabriel Iglesias' skits that he does.
His older stuff is freaking hilarious. I even used
Yeah.
like a tiny little clip in my weight loss video. It was great.
The other one I like is Burt Kreischer, his I Am the Machine.
I don't remember that one.
You want me to post a link?
Sure.
Send you a link?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Nathan, I'm still on. I told you, man, I'm gonna be playing the fool out of some freaking World of Warcraft when it goes live. Did you think I was lying to you, fam?
Boom.
He ain't calling you a truther.
He ain't calling me a truther. I am still here.
Is this the last stress test before live?
Yes, yes it is. This is the very last one, so I'm milking it for all it's freaking worth. Been playing like 16 hours of it so far. Woo! Now I'm starting to yawn, like I need to go lay down, but I'm not going to just yet. Don was supposed to be staying up all night with me so we could do speed tests, and we did like one sort of half-ass speed test the whole dang time together. But I guess work called him or something important happened or something, I don't know.
Where would you like me to post it?
You can post it as a private message to me or wherever you want.
Okay.
Or
That'll
in
work.
the, what was the other channel? Like, you could put it in Shameless Promos or Memes Pics. If you
Oh.
want. Either way.
Send.
Excuse me, ma'am, this is a dick pic. Why did you send me that?
Because I thought you'd like to see my dick.
Huh? That's all I needed to know.
Ah,
Love the reaction to that. Just, huh.
Yeah, he's very lively.
Ouch.
Now calm down, calm down. It ain't the end of the world, Senna.
Dang it, and I was trying
How's the weight
so
loss
hard
going?
for that one.
Pretty well so far. I've lost like 15 pounds so far. It's working out pretty well. So far, so much not ungood.
Yeah, I was gaining weight really bad for a while there, and then my doc changed my medicine. Like, hey, I'm steady at 217.
I'll tell you what it's not bad. I'll tell you what I've had an issue with is, I lost my train of thought. Sleeping for one, and thinking for two. And yep, I lost the train of thought's gone.
Sleeping and thinking, both completely optional in life. Government does it for us, so why bother?
They don't do the sleeping part very well.
What else are they doing?
Oy, I don't even know.
And I think that's why I'm going to drop that topic before it gets too political.
These are good choices. I support these choices. I am Hubster, and I support this decision.
God, I can't wait till the 14th.
26th, you meant? So that you can jump on World of Warcraft with us? Remember?
No.
September 13th.
Hold on. The 14th, I get my tooth out. So by the 16th, I'll be able to talk right. Which means I'll be able to find a job, which can get me the money to get on with you.
I'm going to
Think
take
I'm
that
gonna buy a
as a
Gucci
yes.
toilet.
Yeah, let's buy a Gucci toilet. We'll give you the money to buy a Gucci toilet. Take some vitamins. I actually
maybe
do
not.
take vitamins.
If they were offered at a severe discount, by that I mean free, maybe.
I'm just saying, if I had... I wouldn't do it if I had $7,000 left over. I got lots of other things to do. But if I were offered one of those, I would say yes. I think that sounds like a life-changing experience. All the gadgets on that stupid thing. I want the
A
Epiphytoid.
life-changing.
Yes. Yes.
I'm pretty sure
I want
if I
the
had
life-changing
$7,000
poo.
that I was willing to spend on a toilet.
That's why I'm saying I still wouldn't do it. I'm saying if someone were willing to offer me one of those, I would say yes.
Oh, no.
It sounds
If I-
liberating. It sounds like one of those...
Hear me out.
Alright. It sounds like something you have an epiphany over. Like, I do my thinking, I'm sitting there on the throne, and then all of a sudden, you know, I have an epiphany, and then maybe I become a good streamer even. Who knows?
So
Cure
hear
cancer.
me out here.
Exactly.
Hear me out.
Alright, let's
If
see.
I had enough money that I was willing to spend,
Oh, that's another thing
$7,000
it
on a
had.
toilet.
A massager. That's another thing it had.
If I'm willing to spend $7,000 on a toilet, Gucci toilet or otherwise, I'm pretty sure I have enough money in other places that, yeah, I'd be willing to spend it. And by enough money in other places, I mean I'm living in a fucking mansion that would hold said Gucci.
I thought we were going to go back onto the selling your body topic again.
No.
Money
Well,
in
I
other
have
places,
that.
pulls out G-string, just pulls out wad of cash from G-string. Money in other places, by that I meant
Wait.
foosh.
Hold on.
What?
You have to put the G-string on in order to pull the money out?
No,
Where was the
well,
money that you're pulling from it? Was it in the G-string or was it
I
somewhere
mean,
else?
depends. See, I would be the cheap guy if we're going to like one of these bars, right? My wife and I have oftentimes joked about going to. It's like a Chippendales or whatever, but it's the gentleman's club. I don't know. It's got elderly strippers just for fun. I think that yes, that's a thing. We thought about doing that for fun, but I'm the cheap guy. If we ever went to like a real one, everyone would be pulling out their singles and getting their 20s changed down to singles so they could have more fun or whatever. I'd be the guy going in there with quarters, like, look, these don't fit in the belt. Here, chicks. So
Pelting them with penny.
Make it rain.
You know,
you better have a coin slot on you somewhere, hun.
You should get one of those old-timey change belts, you know, with the different...
Oh my God! Yes, the
I'm pretty sure they
the kind that come with like 4 switches and you just go. There's a dollar for you. Yes. And you do the pelvic thrust, and all I hear is cha-ching, cha-ching.
It's like a fan pack before set.
Yeah, exactly.
So going back to the what do
Fate
they call it?
fits in
Settlement
really
stuff?
well here, except for the
You know what you
Jewish
should do?
commentary.
You instead of coins, you should put like Chuck E. Cheese tokens. in
Oh
there.
my God! Even better, Discovery Zone, because that place like went out of business, got bought up by Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Go
Mama-
to a strip club.
This day and
Go
age,
to a
though,
strip club and give them Chuck E. Cheese tokens instead of money.
Chuck E. Cheese tokens are worth more than $1 is.
Really?
Be careful with that one. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's revamp this. Instead of Chuck E. Cheese
Monopoly
tokens,
money.
No, get a bunch of Pogs. You remember Pogs?
Oh
Yes.
Lord.
Throw a bunch of
Yeah, right there.
Blockbuster rentals
Just
at
a
them.
bunch of Pogs. Yeah.
I remember those.
We'll
That
never
was
expect
such a
Blockbuster
90s thing.
rentals.
And if you're really good at the
Hey,
back end, you
wait,
throw
wait,
a
wait,
streamer at 'em.
Was it
Give them Blockbuster free.
No, wait.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster not only went out of business, they lost their IP, like the name Blockbuster.
They
So
have
someone else.
One left.
No, they can't because the freaking the name was rebranded into a like a board game. It's a like a trivia game, like, well, trivia I guess is the name of one of the trivia games, and it comes in one of those old Blockbuster cassettes, and it's strictly like movie trivia. So they maybe they still are in business. Wait,
I think they still own it. Because
Yeah.
I know they still have one location left.
Only no, but, all right. Maybe they're still in business, but they definitely lost like their IP, and someone else bought it and made it into a game. So technically, Blockbuster is now a game and not a rental business anymore.
So is it all trivia from bad 90s movies?
I don't know, but I just remember reading that and thinking it was pretty funny. It's sad to think that Netflix, of all things, put them out of business. I bet freaking Blockbuster was laughing themselves silly when Netflix, the idea of Netflix first came out. Like, who's gonna want to wait around like 2 weeks to get their? Because you remember that's how Netflix started, right? You didn't.
DVDs in the mail.
Yeah, DVDs in the mail. My dad was one of their like first, I don't know, 2 subscribers or whatever that put them in business. He thought it was the most greatest thing, and we were all kicking him in the ass for. Well, you know, Dad, are you serious? If I want to go rent a movie, I want to watch it now, not in a week from now. What are you even thinking, Dad? What's horrible?
I know exactly how it works because I used to work for them.
Ooh.
They do not pay their employees enough to do what they have to do.
There aren't many companies
as fast
that do.
as they have to do it.
There are not.
I got fired
many
from
companies that
there
do.
because I did not stuff enough envelopes in the time required. Literally, I was stuffing like 3,000 an hour, and apparently their threshold is like 5,000. I cannot physically move that fast. I'm not sure if anyone can. Well, maybe the Flash, but that's besides. Somebody say something before I come up with something random to say.
Oh, I want to hear it.
No, you don't.
I don't know if it has to do with that toilet.
Not typically.
You got replaced by the Gucci toilet, and now works at Netflix.
it stuffs 8,000 envelopes an hour. Thank you very much. Wooden nickels. Oh, that's disgusting, Mars. Talking about the
nickels, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about like when I read the comment, but I didn't read it out loud when we were talking about the coin operated strippers.
Coin
operated.
You make it sound like Vin.
Listen here now, you whippersnappers. Back in my day, a coin was all it took. So anyway.
Rent the strip.
No offense, but back in your day, they didn't have strippers. They had wives.
Oh, am I that old to you?
42 of them.
No, what are you doing?
Strippers have always existed.
I am 34 years old, almost 35. Yeah.
See, we're the same
back in
age,
your day
Cindy.
is back in my day.
I was
That's
about
all
to say,
I know.
we're the same age. What are you talking about? No, but there were strippers way before us.
Oh yeah, I'm just a smart aleck.
They were called DLC
I'm a terrible
wives.
person. DLC wives.
DLC what?
I wonder if the Gucci toilet has a stripper pole upgrade.
It comes right out of the middle of the toilet.
Yes, you just don't want to be sitting on it, those, or you're in for a bad time.
Or a really good one.
Colonoscopy.
Or a
No,
really
please.
good one.
Yeah. That's a
I do
yikes.
9 already. I do this stuff regularly, so.
Wait, what?
Good.
What?
Hang on a minute.
What?
I obviously missed a small but integral part of this conversation. We were talking about a pole that comes out of the toilet that would give you a bad or a really good time. And what was your commentary to that?
No. Wasn't commenting on that. Was commenting on you talking to, what's his name? Wolfage?
Wolfage, yeah.
Yeah. How are you level 9 already? Get good.
Right? I totally thought that that's what you were saying. You're like, it's good when you're. Remember, I do this all the time. Is what I heard about the frickin' pole coming out of a toilet, like stripper pole level pole coming out of the middle of the.
When I was
Jeez.
on Second Life for like 2 months, 3 months maybe, I was working as a stripper in a BDSM club. So.
They're your
Yeah.
human Beyblade.
Oh no, I am a meat popsicle.
Human Beyblade.
Oh my god.
Let him rip.
One of those fucking finger spinners.
I guess that's what you can say on the Gucci toilet
Fidget
too. So it's like a double action.
That you know what the totally unrelated. You know what actually comes to my mind when you're like let 'em rip? The freaking theme song for Crossfire, that old freaking 1990s.
Yes.
That was such a good commercial. Like they don't invest time. Crossfire, you get caught up in the. I don't know what this dance is, man. It's like the Thriller, only a really fat, sad person doing the. I'm sorry, everybody, but it was such a good commercial, though.
I know.
Oh
What have
man.
they done with TV lately? I mean,
I
back
don't
in our
know.
day it was good, and now it's
dead.
just like.
I don't even watch TV. I haven't watched TV in years now, aside from when I go over to mom and dad's for a few minutes at a time. We'll just sit down
It's
and
all
watch
reality
sad
shows and
news.
shit.
No, for dad, it's just sad, depressing news.
See, here's the thing. I spend probably like 2 hours a day on Facebook. Anything I need to know about any show ever, I'm pretty sure I know it now.
I just watch all the stuff on the internet, off topic, but besides right now, Key, what can you click on the upper right C zone? What? Whoa. Start that one over, Mars. Excuse me?
Alright, man. Well, I'm out. I'll see you when lunch.
Alright.
Bye. Have a good
Well, you
one.
know, you're welcome to come in here and chill and chat more often than just World of Warcraft. You,
Well, you know,
admit it, you had fun tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm on break between semesters, so I'm not really doing anything.
Alright.
Yeah, I have my final for my psych class that I have to do sometime between now and like the 14th. Other than that, I'm pretty much on break too.
There you go.
I'll start back up by the time Classic goes live. So I'll pretty much only be able to play on the weekend.
That's alright, though. Oh, that's why I'm not getting any of these. It's the stupid cougars that I needed to
Alright,
fight.
man. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright, see you a little later. Feel
Alright,
free to join
later.
anytime, like I said, though.
Alright, cool.
Go to zone map with your mouse for me. Alright. Wait, zone map? You mean hit M? Like this? Hang on, I gotta kill this thing. Facebook is full of fake BS and is nearly as toxic as Twitter. Yeah, but I don't have quite as much toxicity on my Facebook. Maybe because I choose friends that aren't like mega political and crap. Because when you start getting like, I started unfriending people that were even if I agreed with them from a political standpoint, you posting all that political garbage and BS just invites argumentation, and I'm not all about the drama. So. Like,
I'm
even
very
if I
careful
agreed
who
with
I
them,
talk politics. I will talk politics with like 2 of my friends. Anyone else, it's like I don't care.
I don't even talk politics. Like, with my wife is the only person. Wait. When will this be over?
I have 2 friends that I will talk politics with. One of them's my boyfriend, and one of them is our.
Kaz?
And he and I have had an actual sit-down conversation about politics, and oh my god, it's a civil conversation. Discussion, not an argument. So, those are the only 2 people I will talk politics with. Anyone else, it's like, oh, this is getting political, let's change the topic. So.
Oh, there we go. See, now I got the thing muted. Without M key, how to do it with your mouse? I can't find it. Oh, there it is, down there. It's world map.
Yeah.
The thing that looks like a planet. Or a world map. Now, how you get off of it is by hitting the X.
Tooth is cutting the crap out of my tongue. Sucks.
Oh
Okay.
man, right before I had my
Annoying.
tooth got extracted, and I paid the cheap dentist, right? It was like $50 or $40 or something to have my tooth extracted, because you get what you pay for kind of dentist. He's, I don't want to say names on stream in case by any stretch it ever gets back to him or whatnot. Anyway, paid the cheap dentist, and that tooth broke in half while he was extracting it, and then the half broke in half again while extracting it. A little piece kind of nicked my gums. I mean, there was plenty of local aesthetic, so I didn't feel it at the time, but there was a little bit of bleeding, and it was painful later. But it did eventually, you know, obviously it healed, and the tooth was in fact gone. So success, but owies at the same time. And it was cheap, so I can't really complain. It's one of those you get what you pay for kind of thing. I remember being by the minimap.
3 months ago.
Yeah.
3.5
I thought
months
so
ago.
too at first. You saw me clicking up
I had a really bad pain in my tooth. Well, in my mouth. I didn't know it was my tooth at the time. So I go to the urgent care, and they're like, oh, you have an infected tooth. Here's some antibiotics. Call your dentist. Get in to see your dentist. Well, at that point, I'm like, okay, I can't freaking talk because my mouth is all swollen and stuff from the infection. So I give it 2 days with the antibiotics kick in, call the dentist. And they're like, oh, well, we can get you in for a consultation in like a month and a half, or you can come in tomorrow morning and sit here, and he'll probably have an opening for you. I'm like, okay. So I go in 8 o'clock the next morning. I ended up sitting there for I think 6 hours.
Holy moly!
I go, and then I get called up to the desk, and I'm like, okay, this is odd.
No
Usually
problem,
it's the dentist that calls me in, or the hygienist or whatever. And they're like, well, we wanted to let you know that he probably maybe won't have an opening today, but even if it was, it would be a consultation. And I'm like, I've been sitting here 6 hours so that I can maybe have a consultation?
Oof.
I'm like, just schedule me a freaking appointment. And they're like, okay, well, we can schedule an appointment in like a month. And I'm like, crap. Okay, whatever. Just do it. So, a month later, I go in for my consultation. Doctor comes in and is like, yeah. Alright, so those
That's a yucky
wisdom
tooth you
teeth
got
need
there.
to come out. The wisdom teeth need to come out. We'll deal with the rest of it later.
How may I aid you?
You use the nitrous? Yeah, I have a fear of needles, and I kind of don't like pain. Caused me a bit of anxiety, like the rest of my life. And he's like, okay, well, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to take those 2 wisdom teeth out. They're both kind of rotted out and wrapped around your jawbone. So we're gonna have to cut into the gums and pull them out that way. All sorts of complications can happen, including bits of tooth left in there. Oh, and your jawbone might crack, or we may need to remove a piece of it. Either way, it may not heal if any of that happens. Are you still okay with going through with this? And I'm like, are they gonna stop hurting if I don't? He's like, probably not. Okay, well, I don't really have a choice then, do I? And he's like, okay, well, we'll schedule the appointment. I go to the front, and this was like I said, like a month and a half ago at this point. I go up to the front and I schedule my next appointment, have him out, and they're like, oh, we can get you in the 14th of August. I'm like, you realize I am in massive pain now, right? She's like, yeah, we can get you in on the 14th of August. I'm like, okay, whatever. So
Oof.
I go home and, eventually I stop hurting because the infection goes away. And then, like, 2 weeks ago, my wisdom tooth, my back wisdom tooth on the right-hand side
Chipped?
Chipped. I would say broke, but there's really not a lot of it there for it to break. It more chipped. Literally, I had, like, a circle of tooth at the top, and part of that circle broke, and now there's a very sharp, pointy thing cutting into my
Oh, yep.
Oh, and by the way, it's also infected, which means it hurts from about the middle of my ear to about my shoulder.
Oof.
So I went into urgent care about that, and they're like, huh, yeah, by the way, your tooth is also infected, and here, have some antibiotics. Great.
That's rough.
But I do go in on the 14th to get it removed, so if all goes well, I should be able to maybe hopefully talk by the 16th.
I mean, you're doing a pretty decent job right now.
Well, yeah, but they're still there. I can deal with the pain of my tooth getting, or my tongue getting caught up, or cut up. Yeah. But the pain of a tooth being removed, especially that kind of in-depth surgery for removal on both sides of my face, may not be able to talk very well. Also, probably going to be doped up on painkillers, so there's that.
Well, speaking to you on the 14th might be pretty hilarious. But, you know, the next few days after that, you'll start to come to.
Yeah. I'm probably going to avoid...
You'll probably be great by the 26th. You'll probably be great by the 26th when World of Warcraft goes live and we hop in it together.
Yeah. Still waiting on that $100, though.
I almost said something really dumb back. I remember my last comment was you're selling your body, and I was just about to say still waiting on your body, though, but I was like, no, that's not proper. That's no, that's not a joke, Mark. That's an inappropriate statement. Is what that is. That's not right. Nope.
That's a you want
Don't follow. Yeah. Don't follow. No, we've made plenty of jokes about that and whatnot. So like she would know that it's just teasing and jokes. So I wouldn't get in trouble for that. But
James would know too. But
yeah.
Well.
It's like in my mind it's like, here's a joke I can turn back around on her, and I'm like, oh, you know, it doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah, no. Now James and I, you know, we can hear each other's conversations and stuff, you know. And once in a while, one of us will say something, the other one will turn around and be like, you said what? And the other one will be like, yeah, I said that. And they're like, okay, just making sure I heard it right.
Was this one of those moments?
No.
Oh.
He's got his headphones on right now. He's playing...
Earth Defense Force.
No, he's not playing EDF right now. I think Noir or something like that. I don't know. Neo? I don't know.
Neo.
Hold on a sec.
Neo.
Hey, hon, what game are you playing?
Alright, I should probably head out before I get fired.
Why?
What were you doing this whole time, by the way?
Sitting
Where?
Sitting, laughing.
at my job.
Well, I forgot what you do. Other than sit. I forgot what you do. What do you do?
Neo, complete edition.
Security management.
Oh, that's right. You told me that before.
Security management?
I'm gonna forget it again, though. Sounds boring.
It is. Especially when the other guy doesn't show up.
Well, we've made it pretty entertaining for you tonight, I think. Or at least the Gucci toilet has.
That's
So
it.
yet another feature. Yet another feature. It just keeps
exactly
right
what
on
we need.
paying. Just keeps right on. Pay it
I
forward.
know exactly what we need to get him so that he can have fun at his job.
Not a Gucci
He's a
toilet.
Gucci toilet.
And I'm going.
Yeah, I ain't paying for that.
That's a good one. No. We make his work pay for it.
Nope. Yes.
Oh, come on. It's
Yes.
considered
No,
a
actually,
reasonable accommodation. Right?
Okay. If you'll buy that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona I just might be willing to sell, too.
Really? It's probably right next to mine.
Right? All you gotta do is wait for California to finish breaking the heck off and
I
go
know,
and do its
right?
own thing. Sorry, Jen. I said it.
That's okay. I have technically family in California. I don't know. Let's see. My ex-stepdad was an abusive asshole.
Whoa, this stream just took a heck of a turn.
Sorry. His family lives in California, but because I'm technically still family with my stepsisters, that technically means I'm family with them, but yeah, whatever.
You don't have to claim that.
I don't have to claim anyone. Family is those who stick by me, not those who gave birth to me. Now,
So
mind
I
you,
am
the woman who
family.
gave birth to me is family, and if anyone says otherwise, consequences will ensue.
So I am family.
So yeah, you got my back.
Yay.
I got your back. You got my back. We're fam.
That's right.
That's how it works.
Oops. What a button that I just pushed. Oh, my Windows key.
Oh. Wow, it's 5 o'clock in the morning already. Nice.
No kidding, it's 8 o'clock over here. I really do need to chill and shut her down for a bit. But I've got quests to do.
I know, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Almost 3 hours as a druid, hitting almost level 10 here. That's not terrible timing, but I can fairly confidently say this has not been my most efficient run. A lot of the run I've been distracted with some goofy
Blame it
stuff.
on the Gucci toilet.
Yes. It's all the Gucci toilet. I was far too relaxed during this run.
Well, it's all the amenities, right?
Right, that's exactly what it was. My goodness.
I'm pretty sure that thing is gold plated with like a
I'm gonna
goose-down
find the
seat
link
cover.
for it, and I'm gonna send the link like in Discord so everyone can read it, and most importantly, take the time to read the reviews because they were worth it.
Oh yeah.
It
Find
sounded
anything
those
like
reviews
that,
made
read
me
the
wish.
reviews.
Though yes, those reviews made me wish I had an extra $7,000 laying around to spend on a toilet. I'm not gonna lie.
So what you do is you go to other toilet companies and be like, hey, $100, I'll write you a good review for your toilet. And then you take all the money you get from those,
70
which should be
reviews.
about 7,000, and go get yourself a Gucci toilet.
No, I've got so many bills. Even if I did try something like that I would pay before a $7,000 toilet. Speaking of which, my wife and I joked about getting that toilet, and we're both basically saying to ourselves, "Look, if we were to get that, we would take that thing with us when we move."
Oh hell yeah!
$7,000 toilet. What?
Now, see, hold on. I got an idea. You get the Gucci toilet, right?
I'm
Step
with
1.
you.
Step 2, you piecemeal it out.
Yo,
Okay?
what?
If some chick can sell bath water on the internet for as much as she did, I don't know the number.
Did that actually happen? I always thought that was a meme, and I was like wondering where it came from.
Actually freaking happened.
Whoa, what?
$2,000 or something for a vial of this internet idol's freaking bathwater.
Ugh, what did he even do with it?
I don't want to know. And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
Oh my gosh, I did not think that actually happened. I've still got my doubts.
Well, let's ask the all-knowing interwebs.
My goodness.
Let's go to streamlabs.com and look up bathwater. Screw off. Not you. Advertisements.
I was about to say, you know, we're still on this topic of selling. I tease.
Oh dear. When you get a chance, go to Snopes.com and look up bathwater.
Just tell me, how much was it?
I'm looking. It wasn't this story in particular that
Has that been done more than once then? She sold a
Oh,
whole
no,
bunch
some-
of vials? Are you kidding?
Mhm.
Drank it, no joke. Did that really happen? Oh my god, it's making me want to gag.
Nope. Hold on.
My goodness. I don't understand people. I thought I understood people.
She sold Gamer Girl bathwater for $30 each.
How could they even prove that it was bathwater, not just like Aquafina?
It's the interwebs. They really don't care.
That's still such a weird thing to even want. I want to know who's got money to be spending on that, because I need to make them as like your dumb kind of friends. You know, the kind of friends that you just have because they're. Never mind.
They're dumb.
I legit can't have friends like that. Like I don't know how to have friends like that.
Alright, so she did sell the bathwater. However, there was evidently a rumor going around afterwards that, like, I don't know, what's the numbers here? Hold on. Over 50 people have reportedly contracted herpes after drinking Instagram star Belle Delphine's bathwater. That part is a hoax. She did actually sell them, though.
Oh my gosh, I wonder how the hoax started. That's pretty hilarious. Like, that's a bit of a backfire.
At Bake Rises, using the logo and profile pic for something called Daily Mail US, posted a tweet saying that over 50 people have reportedly contracted herpes after drinking the Instagram star Belle Delphine's bathwater. That was his tweet, along with a picture of her with the bathwater. So that's how that went down.
Such a weird, raunchy thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, Jesus, if I want bathwater, I'll go upstairs, take a bath.
Right?
Done.
But they wanted it for some kind of nefarious purposes.
Oh, yeah. It's weebs on the internet. Come on.
I don't understand people.
Your inventory is full. You can't have the stuff that birdie has.
I know. Mr. Birdie. I wanted that stuff. I don't even remember what what it was now. But I definitely wanted it. God bless the people who...
quests listed. What quests you working on?
I'm going to turn in the... Which one was it? No. Journey into Thunderbluff. There it is. Speak with Karen Bloodhoof at Thunderbluff. I need to go there and train for like two-handed maces anyway.
Oh, cool.
Bless the people who do the killing and then don't skin the corpses because they don't have the skill. That's money for me.
Well, yeah. Nah. When I get on, I'm gonna play an undead healer type something or other. With
Priest or Shadow Priest? Either one of those is good.
Yeah, except for I'm the type of player, I'm like running around. Oh, poke, poke, poke. Oh, you bit me. Heal. And then when I run dungeons, I'm like, hey, who's the tank? That guy's not gonna die. I'm like, damn sure of it.
The rest of you, on the other hand, you best watch yourselves.
I'm sorry. If the rest of them are getting hit, then they're not doing their jobs properly.
It depends. Some dungeons, there's not a whole lot of choice. But see, that's why I liked being the tank or the off tank or whatever else in a dungeon, because as a druid, you can do it all. I could take over for tanking, or I could pop out and heal and help the healer off heal, and I can damage whenever I'm not doing either one of those. I mean, I like main tanking, but if I'm not main tanking, I like to just have the quote unquote role of DPS, so that way I can do. You know, all of a sudden, you know, something shifts onto the healer, or like we pulled too many and the healer pulls one or two. I pop into bear form, stun one, growl at the other, and pull them off. You know, or, you know, healers,
Which I can tell
healers
you,
running.
as a regular healer player, appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. As, you know, say the healer starts running low on mana, I pop out and I start healing instead of sitting there focusing on damage. And so that way they can drink a potion or sit down or do whatever the case may be. Or after level 40, I pop out, innervate them, and then start healing until their mana comes back enough that they take back over again.
Alright, now you got me seriously thinking about how much I want to play this, okay? So, what was the date on that?
August 26th. So it's like 2 weeks and change, I think. What is today? The
2
9th
weeks and
now?
change.
Yeah. Seriously, you and James better. James promised me he was gonna come play it, so I'm expecting both of you. Surely he wasn't about to just not bring you. If so, you need to bop him. You need to bop him a good one.
Do that anyway.
Fair enough.
That's later though.
Wait a minute. Now I'm wondering about the definition of bop.
That's when you take something and you bop it on the head.
Okay.
Rolled
This
up
sounds-
newspapers were great.
This
On
sounds like the
dogs.
definition I was thinking of.
Okay,
So.
so 26th. If
Yep.
I can get a job by Monday, no. If I can get a job by a week from today, I might be able to do it without having to put too awful much effort into it.
It's worth it even if you have to put the awful effort. It's super fun.
Well, see, the problem is the effort has to go into finding a job.
Super
Within
fun,
the specified
Sarah.
time.
Super fun.
However, after I got home, I checked my email, and the college has emailed me reminding me that I need to apply for the tutor position. So if I get that, I should be set.
That'll be good.
Which is one of the things I'm going to be doing tomorrow, is reapplying for that and making sure I have all the stuff for it and whatnot. What was I pulling up the interwebs to do?
Look up bathwater.
Boom.
Originally.
Yes, but, you know.
I can't believe she actually
No.
sold a bunch of bathwater.
Oh, yeah. People on the internet will buy anything.
That's so. How did she even think of that?
I don't know. People have crazy ideas sometimes, and, you know, some of them are crazy enough to actually act on them.
Oh my gosh.
Usually I'm not.
No kidding.
Mostly because I realize that, you know, crazy stuff, while sometimes lucrative, not usually
That's
the case.
does not compute. Alrighty. Well, I do need to shut it down so I can at least pretend to sleep for a few minutes.
You got about 10 minutes, and then you have to get back on because I'm going to be bored.
If I can't sleep, I will come back and play some more. That's for darn sure. And there's a good shot of that because I never really sleep well. But
If you can't sleep, and it's been more than, if you can't sleep, send me a message on Discord. I'll keep an eye on it.
okay.
Let me know, and I'll jump back on.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, no, I enjoyed you joining in and chilling and chatting. That was fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank
I'm
you.
glad. Hey, it was my pleasure. You're welcome anytime. And like I said, on the 26th, I mean, be here. Join in.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you're one of those weird, elusive girl creatures that is on the internet playing games.
Wait,
and
wait,
that's...
what? I'm a girl?
Since when? Oh, yeah, you're right. So, I mean, a lot of
Come
people
on,
are gonna.
You know there's no girls on the internet.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
I am a meat popsicle.
You're a 12-year-old boy.
No, I am a meat popsicle.
Oh, that too. That makes you sound like a wiener. Is wiener an okay word?
I don't see why
I don't know.
not.
I don't know. I mean, technically it's a
I wish
hot
you
dog.
guys went after my wiener. It should be fine.
Fair enough. I'm sure that's probably an okay thing.
I'm
Anyway,
pretty sure you'd get in more trouble for meat popsicle than you would for wiener.
I don't know.
Wiener is more socially acceptable.
If you guys enjoyed the content on this one, feel free to like. Oh wait, Fifth Element reference? Oh, because the Oscar. No. My goodness. And that would have been more of a Demolition Man reference anyway, because of the quote-unquote mini-tunes, if you remember that part of the movie. Great movie, by the way. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the content on this one, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, or don't. That's all up to you. We're shutting it off for right now until the next one, which will probably be a little bit later on today. Until then, everybody remember that you rock, and boom!
Boom. I'm not even sure what that meme is.